game?
Yeah, it's
How's that?
6:32 a.m. today.
Where did? Oh, I've got news. I got a promotion today. Sunday's a work day for me. Petition to get my days changed. Aw, that's some bullshit. All right. 30 minutes. I don't really who play on the speaker. Can't pay to apologize. But I'd like to stay in the server. And if opening pops up, blah blah blah. Oh man. All right. Y'all cursed. Y'all cursed. It's like trying to
Yeah.
find a dark arts teacher for Hogwarts. All right. That's fine. So you
Offered to
guys.
kill you, dog. That guy actually was pretty impressive when he figured out that statue.
I was
He's
impressed.
he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
You did. I know we did it, and now I have to run a 3-hour game. So give me a hug, and I'll see you in 3 hours. Yeah. Can you bring me my vitamins? Thanks. Okay. Yeah, my door made it the full 25 hours. Fantastic. All right. So yeah, moving to the swampy ruins. Where the hell did that map go? I'm not tired. You're tired. Oh god, I looked away from the screen for 1 minute and it disappeared.
Crash, don't you remember about all those boons you said we were gonna get?
In this
Since the
game,
fire
your brother's pretty good at fooling people. But you have an honest heart. Your friendship with Burgle showed me that. So, or Burble.
Virgo is such an ass. Alright.
All right, so keep going, keep going. Acid swamps. There we go. Jumping on in. So these acid swamps, as you approach, they are, gosh, they are a hot mess. Knowledge nature check. You evaluate, Afra, that stepping in the acid would probably be detrimental to one's health. So are you able to see? Is the first question.
Not.
Sort of.
I do not think. Oh wait, no, I
Okay.
cannot see.
Bottom,
I
bottom left.
I see myself and nothing else.
She's a human. She's a human.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have dark vision and it keeps resetting.
I mean, I have a lantern. I can turn my lantern on.
I don't know what it is about this moon token. It is always trying to become bright light instead of dim light.
So
There
this
we go.
guy died. He's taken away by the frogs.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I have a light cantrip now. I keep forgetting about that.
All right.
There we go. Light.
To change your lighting, you can just simply click on your Jimmy Jams. Here, I'll fully illuminate this with some dim light as well, because it is, the sun's beginning to rise, that sort of thing. All right.
Yeah, that is super bright light instead of dim. But
Is it all showing up as bright, even though?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, we'll
Yeah, it's fine.
pretend
As long as you can see. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
All right. So, Swampy Ruins. You can take a look around if you want.
Okay.
Afra, this is your shit, right?
It is so my shit. I'm so excited, you guys.
All right.
Is that a body over there, guys? Bottom middle? I can't quite make that out.
Well, I mean, it looks like.
Oh,
bones.
Garuda, are you streaming this also?
Yeah, you pay me to do it.
Oh yeah. Let me forward it then while we're exploring. If I could ever find that window, it's too hard. There's too many
Okay.
things open. All
Well,
right, so you
I'm
begin
gonna-
exploring.
I'm gonna go up front. I'm gonna not step into the acid. I believe.
Okay.
There's some.
Yeah, you're aware of it. That's
Yeah.
no problem. Yeah.
There's some walls here. Oh, I guess I should let's do my historical knowledge and see if I know anything about this.
All right. What is that check? It's looking pretty beefy. Yeah. Historical knowledge. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay. So right now, everything is kind of destroyed and beat up. You are going to have to find a little bit more at this point. But your overall assessment of the place is that it is very destroyed, corroded, eroded, and just sort of neglected. So you are gonna want to explore these ruins a little bit more to get a better sense of what's going on here.
Afra,
Yeah.
look, You're the brains today.
Okay.
I mean,
But I
that's
got
most weeks, right? Is that am I wrong?
I got this here bird, and I can fly it around and look through its eyes, and probably minor illusion, general map of the area.
Yeah,
If you'd
that
like
could
to
work.
see that before you go exploring.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah, Wally flying at a safe distance is just gonna do a general scan of the island we're on and the terrain, and
Yeah,
um,
sure. The general area.
I'm gonna look in his eyes.
This is the biggest clump of ruins in the region. But there are smaller, very small bits of ruins kind of sunken in the swamp nearby. This is also the driest bit of land you've seen in a while. You did have to leave your boat a bit further back. So basically, what you see, I didn't bother to do. Oh, I did do dynamic lighting. Okay, so dynamic lighting, I will go ahead and turn it off since you can see everything from the bird's eye view. Yeah, that works. There you go. So you kind of get a better view of the area.
This
It
does
is
not
a
look
gr-
safe.
Yeah, it is not a safe place to be. So anyone who wants to investigate can go ahead and give me an investigation check as you kind of look for more things that might be hinting what is going on here. Oof. All right. We got a 19. After you would have advantage to this because of your background. Garuda, I think you're more concerned about like acid and acid geysers than anything else. As all right, as these two nerds are kind of exploring the ruins, Afra, you do kind of pick up a bit of stone, turn it over, and you do see it as like a stone face. The stone face appears to be human-like, but with many fish-like qualities as well. Um, so as you kind of look at it, you kind of look at the architecture here, you start to realize that they interlaced coral with sandstone and granite, and so there's sort of a combination of different shifting types of stone that were used to create these ruins.
Okay.
Jenna, as you are searching, I guess a different area, your foot kicks against something shiny and black. As you bend to pick it up, you see that it is a scale.
Yeah. Wait, are we going to we were going to the Sahaugen place or the big guy place? 'Cause this is I found this black scale. Can I looking at the scale, can I like identify like what kind of creature it may come from?
Yeah, certainly. Arcana check would probably be the best one for that.
Arcana. Uh, uh, yeah, you're the brains today. Double nat ones.
All right. Yeah, you just stare blearily at the scale. It kind of looks like a lizard man scale. You've seen some black-skinned lizard men.
Jenna's gonna put it in her pouch.
Okay.
Looking around, do I see anything that resembles a door or an entrance?
Yeah, this used to be an entrance over here.
Over.
To the right of you. Yep, right over
Right
here.
there. Okay. Okay.
Where is it at?
Here.
Jenna comes over there.
Yeah. I'll
And
walk
she's
over
gonna
here.
prestidigitation the shit away.
All right.
I'm sorry.
As you're clearing things
I'm
away,
opening another Red Bull. I didn't want to do it, but I'll do it.
you find intricate carvings that are still there after all these years. You start piecing together more and more, Afra. You realize that this is some sort of temple, or at least it was a long time ago. If you had to date it, you would say that this temple is easily 3,000 years old or more.
Okay.
I'm keeping a lookout while they're nerding out, make sure no enemies are trying to sneak up on us or whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check. There, Birdo, are you up high? A lone target flying in the sky, delicious snack waiting to be snatched up.
I'm just
No,
chill
I'm
out in
just
this
walking
tree,
still.
how I usually do.
Okay, okay.
Just chill out in trees. That's only a
All
12 though.
right. Yeah, skies look good. Skies look
Alright,
good.
I'm gonna
Oh
bump
man.
that up real quick.
Oh yeah, little toot toot, little bump bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. It is it is a 12. Um, or a
This is
15
Wally's
actually.
performance check. He's trying to act like Rita.
All right. It's terrible. You guys used up everything you had. I think. Even your digital dice are out of gas. Um. Okay. Yeah. This continues to bloop bloop
Hmm.
bloop.
Yeah.
Hey, Alvis, can you do like a gust of wind or something here and like try and push all this slime shit away? Cause there might be something under here. Cause we think this may have been an entrance.
Um, I don't think what I have will work on acid. I'm pretty sure it has to be water,
All right.
and not just liquid.
Yeah, if it worked on acid, it also work on blood, and then you'd have blood bending. Blah
I
blah
was just, I was saying the exact same
blah. Yeah,
thing in my
I
head.
get asked. I get asked about blood bending 14 times a week. Yeah. Thank you, Katara, for that one.
This
Uh,
a giant bug?
do I know?
That is just a horribly gnarled tree. It is not doing well with this, but you do see with your passive perception of 15 that there are some bones over here, and some
Hmm.
bones over here, and some bones over here, and bones over here.
Well, then I'm going to very carefully pick
Okay.
my way through this path that
Mm.
doesn't have any acid.
Why
Um,
don't we get like why don't we like try and like make brooms out of these branches and rake it away? The
I mean,
good old fashioned way. That or I could slowly press the digitation air jet out of my finger and move this shit. How long do I think that would take me?
It would take a very long time.
I can do
and
that though.
uh, yeah.
Alvis looks really concerned for a moment, and then suddenly goes, "What? What kind of swamp just has acid instead of swamp water?"
Alice, you could certainly attempt an Arcana check to see if you know more.
Kind of looks like bile.
Yeah, so acid found in the wild like this is Fantasyland. So there are a number of explanations for it. One, naturally occurring acid. This doesn't look very natural. You could always ask someone with a nature check to confirm, or alchemy, or herbalism. But you're pretty sure this ain't natural. Second thing to keep in mind is that there are magical maladies like wild magic or just experiments gone wrong that could cause this to happen. Another thing that could happen is um, cultists or people that are loyal to Jubilex, the goddess of slimes and oozes. They like to cultivate such creatures, and such creatures love acid, so they may have used their magic to terraform the area in such a manner. There's also the chance that this is a thin spot, and this is the very close to the elemental plane of ooze, which is just a giant aquarium full of slimy acid.
So like a
And
1 in 10 chance of it being natural and a 9 in 10 chance of it
yeah,
being
the other
very
thing that
dangerous.
pops to mind is that this could be within 3 miles of the lair of an ancient black dragon, which would cause pools of acid to form in the region.
No, it couldn't be that. We would find things like black dragon scales or something like that
Fair
if there
enough.
was
Fair
one
enough.
there.
Yeah,
So,
true. True.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
so we're gonna discount that one
Wait,
automatically.
and
black dragon
you,
scales.
I
Can I
want to point
pull
out
out?
right now. I want to point out right now that 100%, Elvis, that your dungeon master would never put an ancient black dragon on the random encounter chart for a bunch of low-level noobs to stumble across. That would never happen. So you're just cross that one off the list. Just cross that
Okay,
one off the
okay.
list.
Alvis will know that.
All right.
Jenna's gonna pull out the black dragon scale and she's gonna look at it really hard.
All right,
Black
Albus,
scale.
you're not sure if Jenna and Garuda maybe took some recreational pharmaceuticals on the way over here, but the two of them just sort of stare at things really hard. Their faces look like they're contorted in pain.
To be
I don't
fair,
think
how is this?
Puzzle Dungeon for the last 8 hours.
To be completely fair, how is this any different from regular Garuda?
Okay, fair enough. But Jenna is holding this I want to say like teacup saucer sized black scale out in front of her and just sort of staring at it.
So as Alvis just finished saying, like, no, 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 I mean, it couldn't be black dragons. We would find scales. And then Jenna pulls that out. He's like, yeah, like that, like that. That would be. Oh shit.
Garuda, that might be a good time to point out all the bones that you've spotted.
Yeah, look, there's bones. There, and there, and there, and there.
Alvis is gonna be
There
like,
down
are
there.
there any in the acid?
And I
All
look
right.
down.
In any case, while there's a little trail here that I'm gonna move along,
Sure, sure,
acid-free trail, and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna investigate these bones here.
sure. Yeah.
Let's
Jenna's gonna, while she's doing that, she's gonna rip off a branch. She'd probably fail at that.
Oh my god. So Jenna, you stumble over to the tree and you lean on it, you start pulling on the branch, and then you just sort of put your elbow on the branch and your head on your elbow, and you just sort of like kind of lean into it a little bit, and the tree holds you up.
Pietro will walk over and maybe assist you there.
Okay. Pietro, she looks pretty comfortable. With a nat 20 investigation, you realize a lot of things about these bones. One, they are not ancients. They are relatively fresh.
Mm.
Two, they have a rancid smell, as if the meat was left to rot on them for an extremely long time. Whatever number comes next, they have all of the flesh neatly stripped away from the bones. The bones are clean, like a predator alien has tended to them. Looking closer, you see that the bones bear acidic etchings in them, similar to scrimshaw.
Mm.
And you realize that all of these bones are decorated with this weird acid burning scrimshaw technique.
Ooh, that's fun.
Mhm, mhm.
So is it like
A
a
great
pile of
example of this would be my friend Diodario. Let me see where Diodario is at. And he could kind of give you a better example of this. Where you
are
at, you
these
lazy
like
shit?
the bones of a creature or like a pile of random bones?
It looks like this is more of a medicina
That's a
check.
fucking skull.
No, look at the details on it.
Oh,
That's what
oh my god, I thought that was on the map.
No, no, no.
It's like, how did we miss that?
All right. All right. So that is what the etching looks like. Looking through the bones, you're pretty smart. You identify that not all of them are human, but some of them are. There does seem to be human bones, lizard folk bones, and some animal bones. The animals seem to be indigenous swamp creatures, maybe alligator, but it's hard to tell the alligator from the lizard folk if we're being honest.
Are we fighting Predator?
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm gonna call out and relay this information to the others.
Okay,
I'm
you,
gonna
you
say,
shout up and over
yeah,
the wall here.
mm-hmm,
Nice thick
yeah,
stone wall. Okay.
yeah. And like, does anybody have like some senses that could like tell if there's anything actively evil nearby or like a focus of magic that we could destroy?
Not like
Mm.
that, but I am an expert in calligraphy. Maybe I can understand what these markings are.
I will grab a bone and toss it over the wall.
Okay.
Jenna will try and catch it.
Is the acid pulling up or is it moving?
Oh, it's definitely moving. We're not at the level of technology yet for gorgeous bubbling maps. There are guys that make them, but they're more for like virtual tabletops at your house. Roll 20, if
No.
it tries to run more than like two gifts, it blows up. So,
No.
Lol.
but they still run gifts, so they could tell you that when they want to try to sell you the pro packet.
Yeah. Well, Pietro is also
Oh,
gonna drop the bone.
Pietro, this is the hardest tree in the whole
He got a
swamp.
24 on the tree.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
Tried
was
to
okay.
catch
24 on
the
the tree,
bone.
and handed Jenna the
We tried
branch
to catch
for
the
I don't
bone.
know what.
Oh yeah. So there's sort of a coconut hitting a coconut sound as you beam Pietro with the skull. He, pa- he passes it to Jenna.
Um, yeah, so I'm good with calligraphy. Um, and I like understand the like markings on the bone.
Yeah. Go ahead and do a calligraphy tools check with your intelligence modifier. So proficiency plus intelligence modifier. Okay, there you go.
16.
There are some draconic runes mixed in with the artful sort of patterns that are here. You
Okay,
get the feeling that whoever created these was unhappy with the work, and these are basically like their crumpled up piles of paper. Like they didn't like these and they tossed them aside.
I'm gonna start ritual casting comprehend languages.
All right.
See if that gives me anything more.
I have eyes
I'm
of
be
the
like,
Roomkeeper,
Pedro,
so I
start
can read
scooping up
these.
that ooze.
Oh dang. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eyes of the Runekeeper. Yeah. You see, these are draconic runes. I'll be honest, it's a little edge lord. They say stuff like murder god and like death to all and burn the flesh. They're basically all like angsty, kind of edge lord glyphs and runes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this are these globes like light sources that you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
put
I
in
put them on
place?
the wrong layer. Nah, I'm not tired. You're tired. Anyways, I'll just turn on global illumination and delete all these things since they're all too damn bright anyways.
Alright, so yeah, I'm guessing after the comprehend languages, does Jenna pick up the same like
Yeah,
old
same
emo?
same thing. Yeah, definitely emo, edgy, kind of stuff.
Alright, she's gonna take her uh branch the Patriot gave her, and
Mhm.
she's gonna just start scooping all this slime to the walls, trying to reveal the floor
All
underneath.
right. As you kind of put the branch in there, it does start to kind of sizzle a bit and melt. You're gonna have to switch out branches often.
Uh, Patriot, I'm gonna need a few more branches.
Um, are you
Okay.
sweeping acid?
Yeah, well, this used to be an entrance, and there's shit on the ground. I want to see what it means.
So Oceanus is like, wait, you want to? You're trying to sweep away a lake of acid?
I mean, it's not really a lake, it's more just like standing acid.
I guess a lake is a little much, but yeah. Um, okay.
You want to be useful and help?
I is that is that useful? I guess is the biggest question.
Like, Drew doesn't want to question
Sorry,
Jenna's
Patriot,
actions, but that's what he's questioning right now.
Alvis is gonna say this like it's either obvious or he's stupid, but this looks like a door, yeah. But aren't we standing on what that door, like inside what that door is? Like, isn't it
I
the
guess
door
you're
into this
right.
room?
Start clearing up all these fucking roots and shit.
Guess
Wow.
we'll start clearing up some roots and stuff.
All right. You
I'm
start
gonna keep
clearing
watch
up
out.
roots and stuff.
I'm keeping watch. Like when they do that and play around in the mud, in the dirt, in the
Okay.
acid, I'll keep watch.
Oh, this is
Uh,
the Garuda all serious. All right.
did my detect
Wally is
magic pick
still
up
trying to
anything?
imitate Garuda poorly.
Oh yeah. Wally puffs out his chest and he puts his wings on his hips and he kind of waddles back and forth like. "Mm, mm, 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 mm." All
So
right.
while they were doing the comprehend languages ritual, I did a detect magic ritual. I'm wondering if I'm detecting anything.
Yeah, that is a good check to do via detect magic.
Yeah.
So there's like a very dim aura of invocation, evocation, alteration magic coming from the plant life in this area and
Hmm.
from the acid itself.
I will share this news with the others and say that it appears as though the acid and the plant life might not be what it seems.
Hmm.
Jenna's like, ah! And she drops the stick she was raking with.
All right, it falls into the acid. There's sort of a bloop sound, and then there's a sizzling sound, and it gets absorbed into the acid.
Huh.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
Alvis, can you give me a perception check?
I certainly can. Holy.
Nice.
24.
Yeah, so you do see buried beneath a lot of rubble and whatnot. You see tiny um, little motes of light occasionally speckle their way out from between the roots.
Uh,
Intuition.
I will point that out to everybody. Is it in a specific area of the roots, or is it kind of like a quote unquote global phenomena?
It's one of those things like when you see the first fireflies kind of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You just see a little bit kind of boop
I will
boop.
go and investigate the area, and I will call
Okay.
people's attention to it.
They do remind
will-
you of fireflies for sure. And as you see them and people are watching you watch them, occasionally you do catch the winking light of these things.
I will go look closer as well.
I'm just gonna warn everybody, because if they are hostile fireflies, to the best of our knowledge, the only thing that can kill a firefly is a fox.
Mm, mm. That's
The best
that's
of your
extremely not a
knowledge.
joke. Yeah.
But
All right. I've taken so much psychic damage already. Nothing can hurt me now. I ran an encounter with 32 monsters.
oh dear
Yeah.
God.
And like 2 NPCs. I can't remember anymore.
Wait, which one was the 32 monsters? You're
That
talking
was
about
the slime factory.
Oh yeah, that one was crazy. I thought you were also talking about the
Zombies. Yeah, T-Rex
Uh,
zombies.
Nah, that was baby. That was baby stuff.
Yeah, because they all died together.
Yeah. All right. So back to this. Sorry, we keep getting off track. We're
That's
sort of
okay.
like hyped
It's
up
like
slash.
coming down off of a very potent drug.
All right. So you guys are looking at these winking fireflies, and they seem to be just sort of there. As the light of dawn is starting to break the eastern horizon, you see the threatening beam of sunlight kind of shining in between the two stone walls, and the little blips kind of shy away from them.
Hmm. They don't like
Hmm.
light.
Well
It's at
then,
this point, Afra and Garuda, that you do hear sort of a dripping sound of water coming from this general area.
Dig there. Oh wait, I didn't hear it. Never mind.
I'm I'm also I'm gonna turn on my light cantrip and like shine it around these roots at
Ooh,
these things.
you get a very good feeling that there are more ruins buried beneath this area.
Oh, okay, okay. Um,
You were all
I
talking
guess,
shit.
I guess, I guess let's try and clear away these roots. I have no magical means of doing that, and I don't know that anyone else does either.
Um, not that I think I would want to
This
use.
would be where the coveted cantrip spell that every takes, Minecraft, comes in handy. I mean, move Earth. You literally just move a Minecraft block out of the way.
Yeah, I took the water one instead of the earth one.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
I hit prestidigitation because I need to stay pretty. Um,
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, I'm gonna yell at our big strong boys to just start moving rocks.
hey guys, get to work.
Where did we get all? Okay.
Well,
Yeah, you guys start digging.
Yeah.
This guy Brian, he says, I just want to know what this has to do with stopping Sahaugen.
Absolutely
And
everything.
Afra's like, "Who cares, man? Ruins." Like just
Didn't
looks at him strangely. Like, why would he ask this?
I didn't realize that my miniature was such a low resolution. Um, I will assist you with this. You call this digging, yes?
Yes, digging.
You don't ever dig in the sand at the bottom of the ocean?
We have sorcerers for that.
I'm no sorcerer.
Uh, I know. All right. He begins digging with his hands. He's not sure
Mhm.
what to do here.
Wait,
Uh,
do
I
we have
mean,
a do we not have a does anyone not have a shovel?
I
Um,
I have I have
Who brings a shovel randomly into a
and
swamp?
then
no, I
explorers
have a
and then
shovel. I have a
explorers
shovel.
oh,
get
okay.
you get that shit.
Yeah,
All right, I have a
I have a
scholar's
shovel.
pack, so I definitely don't have a shovel.
I have a shovel, and I have a hammer and a crowbar.
Look at that.
All right.
One tool for each of the boys.
Garuda. Give me another perception check.
I don't need that can of Red Bull anymore.
God, that's 11. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
there's the bubbling sound
Uh,
effect. I don't know where the bubbling sound
No,
effect
it's
is. Okay.
11.
11.
Disregard. Yeah.
Yeah, as you're kind of keeping watch, you just kind of you look over and you just wonder how did that tree like twist the way it did, and
I
you just
really
sort
keep
of
wanting to talk to him.
yeah your gaze sort of follows the serpentine twist of the trees, and you don't nod off, but it's not great. It's not great. Wally, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, he's trying to emulate Garuda.
All right.
Um,
Mm-hmm,
7.
Okay. Yeah, so Wally, you wanted to do a good job, but you saw what a bad job Garuda was doing. So you also start doing a bad job.
I'm usually better at this. I don't know what's up with my rolls right now. It
All
seems so
right.
low.
Oceanus looks up at the birds and he says, given how lax they are with their lookouts, I feel like this must be a pretty safe place. And he smiles.
Great smile. Keep digging.
Yep.
Baking soda, that's the secret.
I like how we're making the two sea creatures dig on land. Something they're completely unfamiliar with.
Is this
What's a
something I have to
shovel
do
and
to
a
earn my
crowbar?
freedom? Is this digging in the roots and stuff?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
Just
so
do
weak.
it. Just
What
do
is
it.
this? Why do you have a weird shaped spear? What's wrong with your trident?
So you push that into the ground,
Uh-huh.
and you try and pick up as much as you can, and then you move it behind you.
Okay. All right.
If you put your foot on it, when you dig,
Uh-huh.
it'll go deeper, and you'll pick up
Mhm.
more.
Sure.
I'll try
Okay.
and show you how, and Jenna will try and demonstrate for him.
Yeah, he looks over at Brian. Brian looks over at him, and he says, "I think we've got this." Jenna, as you head over, you trip on a root. You fall on the ground. The ground is so soft. You gather up some moss and roots, and you make a little pillow under your head.
Our rolls are really shit right now.
Yeah,
Like really shit. Like no BS.
you have angered RNGs with all your cheating. Yeah, Afra, you're not sure if maybe you're still asleep. And this is all like a weird dream, caused by the stress of the battle against the bullywugs. But it's definitely strange. You look over at Alvis, and Alvis seems the most sane out of everyone here. You look over and you see Oceanus, and he has firmly put the shovel into the earth, and now he is using his foot to kick dirt and rocks out of the way, as per Jenna's instructions. See, I took your trident, I placed it in the earth, activating this ritual, and now I am using my foot. I'm pushing hard.
Pietro, show him how it's done after.
Yes. Pietro will grab the shovel and Like, just do it.
Bryn looks over at Oceanus and says, "You look ridiculous doing that. It's like this," and he starts kicking the rocks harder. It's harder because gravity is heavier on the surface.
No,
At this rate, sometime by winter, you should have revealed maybe a couple of stairs. Yeah.
Pedro's doing it now, and he's
All right,
Yeah.
Pedro stepping up to the plate. All right,
Yes.
he does a spit in each hand. He rubs his hands together. He grabs the trident, I mean the shovel, and
You
he
gotta
readies
do it
himself.
like this, man.
Holy crap.
Go ahead and give me a athletics check there, Pedro. There you go. They look starstruck as he begins to use his trident to attack the earth itself. They look at each other, and Brian says, "Oh, it's like mining for coral."
Yes. Yes,
But
like
with a
that.
spear. I see. Do you have another one of these land tridents?
I believe that I only have one.
There are many of us, but you brought one of your land
Oh,
tridents.
no, wait. Pietro has his own. Yay.
Okay. Then I would like to try this activity, please.
Give
Well, then
Oceanus the pick to loosen up the dirt for him.
Oh, that's an idea. Oceanus is like, I understand picks. Yeah, hand that pick over. Even though you swing it, it's a piercing weapon, so it's not penalized underwater. So bring it over here. Let's do this thing. All right. So, you guys start the task of doing that. Let me just roll to see if the dragon shows up. So. Whew. Okay.
No, there wouldn't be a dragon.
So Garuda, and Wally, give me perception checks again.
Come on,
Ooh, 20.
Jesus.
All right, Wally, you do spot some very like if crocodile people shopped at Hot Topic, you see like a trio of them kind of far off in the distance, picking their way through the swamp, heading in this general direction. There are only 3 of them.
I got 24.
Oh, 24. Okay, Garuda, same thing. All right, you make a loud squawking. Everyone kind of turns. A ways off, it doesn't look like they've noticed you guys. Well, now that there's a loud squawking, they're definitely going to look in that direction. You can immediately make a perception check or not perception check, stealth check if you'd like.
Yeah.
As they're kind of making their way closer.
22 for Wally.
All right.
Well, we're behind a wall. Do we need to make one if we're behind a wall?
It wouldn't hurt, but you do you.
I mean, I guess we need to shovel quietly.
Okay.
Man, we have a good stealth party.
Alvis actually shuts up for once.
No.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, the lizards kind of look over at Wally. Did Wally try stealth, or is Wally keeping?
Yeah, Wally did stealth. He got a 22.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they look over. They don't see Wally. Garuda, what'd you get?
16.
Or do you not? 16. Okay. They kind of look over. They peer towards the ruins. They seem to be kind of talking amongst themselves, and then they head north of the location. All right. How long do you wait before you continue digging?
I think I'll give them like a go ahead when I think they're far enough.
All right. There are definitely stairs there, Afra.
Yay!
And as
So
you
excited.
continue to unearth it, more of these weird glowing motes kind of float out.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to light cantrip them away.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As you do, they kind of, fade out. All right. Another hour of digging goes by, and you definitely can see that there are stairs, and the stairs are kind of leading down below. You estimate that maybe one more hour of digging is all it would take.
Well,
You
then
take.
let's do another hour of digging.
All right.
I feel really
All right.
bad for these dudes.
2 more hours pass. These guys are looking sweat. At some point, Brian takes off his armor, so it's just two hot, aquatic dudes in their underpants, digging up ruins. I don't know who would be into that.
I mean, Jenna's just watching.
Okay. Yeah, you look over. Jenna's got like a hammock. She's got some big old sunglasses on, and she's got like a mint julep, and she's just watching these yard boys working hard in the yard.
Afra is meanwhile closely managing, like, dig here. No, not
Okay.
like that. Harder over there.
All right. Eventually, you hear the type sound, and stairs are revealed.
Yay.
The stairs lead down below the earth.
Mm. Well, I am definitely going to take a few steps
Mhm.
down and
All right.
see what seems to be below. I've still got my light cantrip going, so I can see.
All right. Brian kind of mumbles to Oceanus as you go by. We have done the task of mining the earth with these tridents. Should we follow her or?
Excellent work. Jenna gets up from her hammock, and her sunglasses are down at her nose so they
Mhm.
can see her eyes, of course. And she's like, excellent work. Yeah, follow her, but pull all of this like shrubbery and extra debris and shit like over on top of the hole to kind of like cover it up as much as you can.
All
And
right.
I'll go down inside.
Afra. Let's see. Is this set up with polygon reveal? What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I just have a dark screen.
All
I
right, hold
can't
on.
even see my token.
Oh, geez, what just happened there? All right, something
It
I'm
happened.
all
blind.
went dark.
I'm
Oh
blind.
no! I like went to adjust the lights in the auditorium, and I blew out the fuse box. Oh Jesus!
So all this at this point is actually, if anyone like checks to see what he's up to, he's gritting his teeth in pain and writhing on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
That's a little
what?
weird.
Elvis, you
Um,
okay?
you see his skin is like uh roiling as if there's something underneath it, and basically in the span of just a couple of minutes where he's really trying not to scream out in pain because
Oh,
he
I know
knows
what's
that if he
wrong,
does.
Afra. I think you have to refresh your page or
Oh,
refresh your browser. I
okay.
think I'm gonna have to do the same thing.
But
Go on, Elvis.
yeah, you basically see that he mutates and ends up with like fins, um, almost like a glider kind of thing between his torso and his upper arms.
Crash, in my years with Hef, did I ever see him do sort of change like this?
Uh, yeah.
You fucking freak me out every day, Elvis. You okay?
When it's all done and he like looks down and realizes they're wing like, he actually
Mhm.
looks up at you with like a rapturous look and he's like, I am blessed by the goddess.
No, you're fucking nuts. And weird shit happens to you.
All right. So down.
Okay.
I don't know why the
So,
rooms aren't loading. I guess I'll move it to another map. If it's not showing up for you,
yeah.
I'll try
Well,
putting
like,
on.
I can see me and I can see a grid, but the grid is just a black.
Oh, that's weird. All right, hold on a sec. I will just move. I will move this to another map.
And Jenna's gonna like put out a hand to like help you get up, Elvis. Do you take it?
Yeah, he'll take it,
All
and
right,
he'll shoot you a great bullet.
she's gonna try and pull you up.
There we go.
All
Oh,
right.
14.
So Afra, as you step down, you find an incredible sight. It is an underwater garden. You see beautiful, like, I don't know, motes of light sort of dancing with each other. You see water, pure and untainted by the slimy acid up above, and you see more ruins, and you see statues. You see a massive skull over here. All
Yeah.
manner of strange things.
Huh. So is it a pool of water that we're stepping down into, or is it a few inches of water?
It's actually relatively dry everywhere
Okay.
except for over here, which does seem to
Okay.
be flooded with water.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Um.
Can we follow down, like
Oh,
putting
yeah,
a
sure.
shrubbery?
yeah, she's down there by
We're,
herself.
yeah, we're gonna try and put shrubbery over it, and then I'm gonna cast a minor illusion underneath the shrubbery to make it look like ground floor.
Okay, okay. Who's going down and who's staying up?
Well, I would like to check for traps. Meanwhile.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation or perception.
Jenna's going down, and she's like, "Oceanus, you better come with me."
Alvis is curious. He'll head down.
I got a 16.
16. Okay. Seems safe. Seems pretty cool.
Do you guys want everyone to go down there, or?
And I'll take a few steps in.
It's up to you. This is an illusion if you need to get down here.
I think I post up in this tree in stealth. If they're all going down.
I mean, you can probably come with us.
We could leave Wally up as a
Yeah.
guard.
True. Yeah, Wally, he blends in like he's a seabird. And he can communicate to me telepathically if anything's coming.
Okay, yeah, I go down now. Yip, yip, yip. I'm heading down with the group.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
go.
you're gonna head down with the group. Got it.
I'm gonna go check out this big skull.
Yeah, you head on over to check out the skull. Do you move through these dancing motes of light?
I would probably skirt to the side of them,
Okay.
giving
fair
them
enough.
a look as I go.
I'm gonna walk into them,
All right. You gonna walk into them?
like
Uh,
right into the middle of them, not towards the
alright.
skull, just
Yeah, they start nuzzling your flesh.
Lol.
They feel very warm as they do so. All right, Afra, as you approach the skull, go ahead and give me a knowledge history or knowledge nature. Or I
That's
guess I would
Pietro.
even accept a medicine check.
Let's see. I'm good at history. Well, kind
Well,
of.
these are ruins, so it does fall with your background. This looks like the skull of a sea giant.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The sea giants are said to get quite large in the deeper depths. You see that this one is not acid etched or defaced in any way. It seems to be here, and there are plants and all sorts of these little bright lights kind of growing on it and floating around it. Looking inside the hollows of the eye sockets, you see that the inside of the skull is hollow, and inside of it, you do see a shiny pearl.
Ooh. I'm gonna look over to the wizards and I'm gonna say, there's a pearl inside of this skull, and I really want to touch it, but I am suspicious.
Let me take a look at it. Just like from a distance,
Mhm.
looking at it, can I try and like kind of discern what it is?
Yeah, you can try a Arcana check to see if you can kind of size it up.
20.
Yeah, it looks important. That's for sure.
Alright, Jenna's gonna reach in and grab it.
All right, you do so, and you feel it thrum with power.
And then she's gonna um. Does she estimate its worth to be over 100 gold?
Easily.
She's gonna use it to identify itself.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna cast a spell or spend 10 minutes?
Just 10 minutes.
Okay, let me record that under my dragon checks table.
Alvis is gonna check the other side of this pool.
Okay.
Just noticing there's like a little alcove thing here. Do the
Yeah.
lights follow me when I leave them, or do they just stay over there?
Some of them kind of linger and follow you. Yeah.
So he's just doing that thing, like basically like a kid would do with a butterfly, where he just keeps moving his hand to see if he'll come after it and stuff. Like he's kind of amazed by these little motes of light.
Yeah. The creatures are definitely ephemeral. Is that a word? Yeah.
Ephemeral, yep.
Yeah. They as you kind of move your hand through them, it passes through them, and then they sort of reform.
Huh.
As you head into this little nook, you see that it is. Uh, you see that it is full of plants. The plants, they seem native to the area, but they seem like the most delicate plants in the area. Plants that would have a hard time with some of the more aggressive plant species and bugs. That would be very hard to grow successfully. Like these are definitely like plants that are beautiful, but impractical.
Hmm. Like a garden.
Yeah. So while that's going on, Garuda, what do you got going on?
I'm chilling out right here. Wait for the boys to
Mhm,
come down. Guess they're not coming. Whatever. Um,
Oh, did you want everybody to come down and just leave Bert
Yeah.
up top?
that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're only leaving Wally, and like, yeah, this is like the entrance is like covered by the illusion and shrubbery.
All right.
Not anymore. It's not. That only lasts a
Oh,
minute, and you're doing a 10-minute.
did you hear me? My bad.
Yeah, that's true. It does. It's not the illusion's no longer there. It's just shrubbery and a hole.
All right. Um, this guy says to you, do you feel that it's wise to be in a chamber with only one exit when we saw potentially hostile units in the area?
We can just fireball them when they come down the stairs. It'll be fine.
Okay.
That's
Like
true. Yeah.
Alvis kind of looks at Afra, because I didn't know she could fireball. I'm impressed.
Jenna kind of looks at Afra like,
All right.
man, I'm
Oceanus
gonna have to use my own spells to find
goes
him?"
into the moats and he lets them alight on his body and he laughs a beautiful melodious sound and kind of twirls in a circle, his arms outspread.
Oceanus there, bud. Do you know what these are?
These are phase spirits.
Oh,
Oh, they're spirits.
okay.
Like when
Uh,
a druid would summon animals to protect them in battle. It's not really animals. It's just phase spirits. They're like I don't know. We have them in the ocean. They're like alive but different. I guess elementals, like the tiniest of elementals.
Afra will gingerly reach out and, like, kind of touch one.
Hmm. Hmm.
And, any idea what they're doing here?
I would assume that this is a thin spot to the
Mm.
Feywild.
Okay, okay.
Oh no, Crash! I can barely handle that on Friday.
Hey, they happen. They happen.
Hey, why is it with you throwing low levels into the Feywild?
No one has to go anywhere. I'm just saying.
That's true. We did walk in.
Afra, as meta pigeons cuckoo that, you look down at the ground and you realize something. There's a circle here.
Oh. Okay, okay. It's a little lopsided, but
It's
Oh,
someone didn't go to
yeah,
our
man.
school.
Especially since it's beat up. I mean, look at this over here. Come on, it's like someone took a bite out of the cookie.
Let's draw a sculpture first, then erase it. That's how you get purple circle.
Oh,
Um,
right. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. SpongeBob knows his stuff.
before
Is
you
it?
mess with that, perhaps you
Yeah.
should let me finish with what I'm doing.
Yeah. No. No. I'm good with that. I'm good with
Okay.
that. I get bored easily.
I understand
Yeah.
you're excited.
So, time passes. You continue to poke around and look at things. You identify it. It is a pearl of power.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
What
It
is
is
a
a.
pearl of power?
Oh, it gives you an extra spell slot.
Ah.
Yeah. It's definitely a juicy item for everybody, but
Yeah.
particularly warlocks. I've known warlocks to ask
Mm.
if they could kill other people in the party in private chat to get a hold of Pearl of Power.
Yeah, that is fair. I do only have 2 slots.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they come back at short rest.
yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't help us if we're in the middle of a battle and I need
But
to say,
wizard,
heal you.
but wizard has expanded spell lists with more powerful spells.
Do
And
any
can
of them heal people?
and can ritual cast many of them. I would give it to the warlock. I know Jenna wouldn't give it to the warlock, but
Hey, 1 second. I need to make a greed versus friendship check.
All right, Oceanus dives into the not dives. He'd crack his head open, but he wades into this water. Oh, this is nice water.
Hmm. As he goes in and like the inevitable, water ripples start
Mhm.
spreading across the pool and interfering with like the little trails that Elvis is drawing with his finger, I'm just gonna shoot him in the nose.
ooh.
The friendship is fucking real.
All right.
Sorry I interrupted you. Jenna's like,
Yeah.
Jenna gives after the pearl and she's like, you'll get so much use out of this.
Wow.
Here you go, my friend.
Wow.
We are in love. It's
Okay.
true.
Two not 20s, dude. Yeah, that's
All right. With trembling hands, she relinquishes the pearl of power.
And I'm gonna say thank you, Jenna. I know how much this means to you.
Your friendship
I
means so much more. It's fine.
Pietro looks at Garuda and Brian, and he's like, I think this is a lady thing. I do not understand why they would be so excited about a round pearl. It is big, but so what?
I look at him wearily and just like do the cash money sign, like in
Mm,
my hands, just like big.
hmm Yeah, he makes it back at you. Makes it back at you. Mhm. All right. So, Pearl of Power secured. What now in these ruins?
Well, there's the circle here.
yeah.
Can I look at the circle and try and interpret its magic?
Oh, that sounds a little ominous. I don't want. I don't want that. That sounds too ominous. All right. What else we got? I like this one. This one's good.
I could ritual cast detect magic again if you like.
All right. So you're looking at the circle on the ground. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be honest. The circle is damaged, and incomplete. Pieces have been sort of worn away, overtaken by erosion in the natural world.
Can we repair it?
Yeah, do I think I could repair it, or
It
do I
would
think...
definitely save a lot of time and money if you were interested in creating a teleportation circle, because it is already mostly built.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's like how you go to the moon and whatnot, dude.
That is true. You can use teleportation circles to go
Well,
to the moon.
teleportation circle's like 5th level, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
high up
high.
there.
Um, this magic is far beyond me, but perhaps someday we can come back and make use of it.
Yeah.
Explore the rest of the ruins.
Okay. Afro,
So-
there are these two statues, question mark, that kind of
Yeah.
have like a sarcophagus vibe to them.
Mhm.
Hmm
Okay. Okay. I will take a closer look at those.
Yeah, looking, these stone skulls have, hollows where you can look inside, there is in fact a decayed corpse inside of each one of these.
Oh. Okay. So is this like I guess, what species are these?
It's hard to tell with them encased inside their stone shells. You kind of
Hmm.
peek in, and you do get the sense that yeah, there are well preserved, but plant overgrown um, skeletons inside of both of them.
Okay. Okay.
Can anyone speak with the dead?
Nope.
No.
How would you
Hmm.
can speak with the dead, dude? I feel like that's like your type of spell.
I mean, how hard can it be? You just go over and he knocks on the sarcophagus. Hello, hello. See, it's easy.
So, I thought
Not to
I'll...
not to get them to answer back.
Mm, that would be the trick. That would be the trick.
I guess, like, can we look for secret doors to see if there's any more here? Like, I feel like there's
A
supposed to
source
be
to the water.
evil emanating from this place. Yeah, sure, we can look there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you can kind of poke around here if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of do a quick one over, and if I don't find anything, a deep one over.
Okay. Um, at first glance, the water here is extremely pure, and when you step into it, you can feel it sort of disinfecting, for lack of a better word. It feels good, like a nice, salty, warm bath. But the closer you get to the wall, the colder the water gets, and the more acidic.
Hmm.
Alright, yeah, Jenna's gonna investigate the wall.
Okay.
You wanna help me, Ashley?
Yeah.
Alvis is gonna head to the other side in case they accidentally knock the wall out and a pool of acid rushes in.
Smart, smart. Yeah, you guys. This area is definitely reinforced magically. There is a power that still emanates from this broken teleportation circle that sort of keeps this area lush and full of flowers and cleansing, restorative magic. However, the rest of the region is definitely under the sway of a corruption.
Hmm. Okay. So we need to find the source of the corruption.
I mean, are we aiming to cleanse?
Well, if we want to um save the thing, not kill the thing.
Now,
The god
another
of the lizard
thorough
people.
search of the
Oh.
area does reveal that there is carvings in the wall over here, hidden by moss and vines. That when you kind of pull those away a bit, if you didn't know any better, it would be a rough overlay of the region that you're currently in.
Oh, a nice
On a
little
map map?
map.
On it, you do see that there are the location you are at, and two other locations are marked on the map.
Ooh. Okay.
One of those locations is in the exact same place that Thousand Tooth Island is, where Princess Othokent marked on your map.
Okay.
The
Alright.
the other is a bit further north and west, almost at the very edge of the Lizard Marsh. If you didn't know any
Okay.
better, you would say that nowadays it would actually be an island off the coast.
Okay.
Can I do a listening check? To check if I hear Wally making any noise and make sure everything else is good up top.
Yeah, for sure. So give me a active perception check.
At 20?
Yeah. Everything seems fine.
That's always something at 20, but okay.
Okay, well, Afra will point out this little map here to the others and say, um, it
Mm.
looks like there's some other similar places around here, um, and this may be all that all that we can find here. We may need to go investigate the Thousand Tooth situation. There might be more ruins there.
So basically, this mural on the wall is like the subway station, mapping. Teleport to here and to here from this location.
It kind of has that feel to it. Yeah, a little bit.
Holy shit, Elvis. That was
Alvis has
Okay.
weird thoughts.
Jenna's just kind of looking at the skull. Does it look heavy, and does it look like it's cemented in place?
It looks very ancient, and the plant life has definitely become a part of the sort of calcium and minerals that make up what's left of the skull. At this point, moving it would be problematic, for sure.
Would this not be great on the helm of our ship?
Let's maybe not piss off the Fey spirits.
Jenna's gonna like give it like a tug and see if like the light motes do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you tug on it, a piece of it just kind of chips off, like shale almost at this point.
I mean, I understand it's brittle.
Yeah.
But...
Well, I'm pretty sure like Jenna trying her
Okay,
best.
I got a
would
50.
Yeah.
barely
No,
fall.
yeah, nothing attacks you, but yeah, you break off a piece of it and quickly look around. Nothing seems to be bothering you.
Like try to tape it back on before.
Jenna puts the piece of skull into her pouch, and
Okay.
she's like, "All right, I guess we'll just have to find our own sea giant and get a fresh one, because I think that would look badass."
I agree.
I mean, Alvis just kind of silently mouths, "Sea giant? Like what the hell?" He didn't know they existed.
All right. Bryn looks at you and says, I didn't know that you existed."
Alvis will nod, like, fair enough.
Oceanus gives you a pat, and he's like, "It's true. You're a little strange."
Wait, sea giant?
At that, Alvis looks at him and is like, "You're one to talk."
I mean, strange how handsome I am. Look at this. And he kind of flexes his gills a little bit.
Now, this is going to be the best part because this is like extremely hypocritical.
Mm-hmm.
But Alvis is going to look at him and be like, "An elf with facial hair? Really?"
Yeah.
As he's stroking like the half of his beard that remains from that one half of his face.
I mean, it's nice, right? It looks pretty good.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, don't be sad. Don't be sad. I got a man bun too. Look at this. All right. Pietro looks around and he says, "Are we not cracking open sarcophagus? What is? Are we done here?"
I mean,
What do you?
I really would like to crack open the sarcophagus, but I am also leery of angering things that might suddenly teleport in here. But
I mean,
you know what? They might have jewels and stuff. Okay, let's do it.
It can't be any tougher than Bullywug, eh?
I mean,
Those are pretty tough.
let me just say, we may return to this place at one point, and there's magic that'll let you, speak to the spirits of those bones. And I feel we may get more then than we would now. You know what I mean?
If you're a celestial warlock, wouldn't you get access to speak with the dead eventually? Because that, I mean, for an archaeologist, that would be a hype ass spell.
It would, but I actually don't know if I do.
Oh my god, I'm still in incognito mode.
I'm gonna look this up.
Okay.
I'm gonna also look it up for you. You're celestial?
Yeah.
Not on the expanded spell list. Let's look at the normal spell list. Warlock, I'm pretty sure it's 3rd level, if I
Is,
remember right.
isn't there an invocation that does that?
Oh, you
Oh,
could
there
take
might
the. Yeah, there might be that, and there could also be just the ritual caster feat would give you access to a lot of neat ones too. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth a feat though.
Yeah, I'm not finding it
Okay.
on my spell list.
It is a bard and cleric, and it's a part of the Undying Warlock.
Ah.
Alright, back. Sorry about that.
Okay. So, your call. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just waiting to see
It's
if
not
Aphra's
even
busting
it's
that
not
open.
even a wizard spell.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
so-
it's yeah, it's hard to
I
access.
can't believe that's not a wizard spell. I mean, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
They had to give it to bards though, so best best.
Like,
Bards are the
so
best.
that the bards can try to seduce a
you
corpse.
think if you think bards are better than wizards, you're a fool.
Hey, they're better in a more complete way, in that you're not a nerd and you have more fun.
What do you mean? I have tons of fun.
Okay.
And they can speak with dead.
Did you see me raking that ooze?
Yeah. You were doing great. Didn't you see? Didn't you see this guy using his land trident? Yeah, everybody's having a great time.
Wizard is best class. All right, let's go.
All right, yeah, you leaving then?
I guess.
I mean, we could break them open.
I mean, that
We could
whole
break
thing about
one
coming
open.
back doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's what if we break one open and then
Yeah.
you come? And wait, why not just take whatever part you speak with us?
I mean,
It is like a prisoner, but does not
that
fight
is
back.
that is how the spell works. In Mad Mage, we scooped up all of the skeletons we could find to do that.
Let's do it. Let's break it open.
I mean, you're the archaeologist.
Okay.
I don't really,
Okay.
I don't really, this really doesn't bother my alignment. So,
Yeah. Well, it. I am an archaeologist, but I'm also something of a treasure hunter. I like finding stuff.
So what do
I
you
cannot
find
see
inside
a
of the
cliff.
stone sarcophagus?
Yes, let's do it. I have a crowbar, and I'm gonna open it up.
All right, go ahead and give me an athletics check
oh,
to
I thought
crack
that
that
laugh
open.
was crashes.
Is it like can I do a dexterity check to like carefully open it?
Ooh.
Probably
I
not.
mean, this is something with strength. This is definitely something with
Okay.
strength. Trying to pry this thing open.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
will
no.
also allow a sleight of hand to give it a softer touch. It would be a combo there, but I don't think a 7 is going to do. Yeah,
Mm.
you are too cautious.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so Pietro is gonna just grab the crowbar out of my hand and smash it.
All right. Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, hey!
He critically hits it in just the right spots. There is a crack. The front of it flops open, and a skeleton falls out onto the ground. The skeleton is super spooky looking. I will show you the picture. Please roll 20. Do the thing. Oh, that's a little big. There you go.
Ooh. It's a merfolk skeleton.
Yes. So the merfolk spills out, and as it does, so does a lot of the beautiful gems, pearls, and shells that it
Atro, you know what to do.
for the museum. And he gives you a wink.
Yes.
And starts scooping them up.
Yes,
All right.
for the
I meant
museum.
smash the other one.
Well, we can. Yeah, go ahead. There's
All
no way I
right.
can talk to him, so.
He heads on over to the other one, spinning the crowbar as he goes.
Oh,
secret.
should-
Yeah.
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 Another check. Sorry, I got
Athletics check.
distracted.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
22.
He opens that one up, no problem, and another merfolk plops out.
Okay. Well, we will definitely take all their shit.
All right. All told, between the two sarcophagus, there seem to be 500 GP in assorted shells, pearls, and gemstones.
Okay. I will take it.
Can you put that in treasure and I'll bookkeep it? Not now.
All right. I will paste it as a treasure for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess I could have done that.
I have the
Oh.
energy to do that. That's not hard to do.
I do. There is an invocation that allows to speak with the dead, but it's 9th level, and I'm probably not gonna get to 9th level in Warlock.
All right. So, these bodies just kind of lay there on the ground. You want to do anything with them? You want to
I mean, we can.
check anything else out, or?
Put them in the
I guess.
pool.
Yeah, let's try to put them in the. Well, first we'll try to put them in the middle of the broken circle.
Oh, geez. Okay.
The first one, just one. See if anything happens.
Sure. You kind of drag the bones over and put it in a circle. Nothing spoopy happens. The spirits kind of go down and investigate.
Then we can try moving them to the pool.
All right. All right. You just kind of flap them into the pool.
Yeah.
Okay. The bones just kind of float there.
Okay. I guess I would put them back and I don't know, try and just shove them back into the sarcophagus, you know.
As you go to get the bones back out of the water, is that what you're doing? Getting
Yeah.
the bones back out of the water. Okay. Yeah. You see a spooky sort of spectral form, kind of in the water. It is kind of like a mermaid, but like a ghost.
Oh.
Hey.
Hi.
All right. It looks around, frightened and confused.
No reason to be scared.
We just wanted to say
hi. It looks at you guys. It looks down at its bones, sort of floating in the water there, and it reaches for its initiative dice. Alrighty. So I guess everybody should roll some initiative here.
Hey, why we? Oh, nope. Sorry, wrong game. Okay, let's roll fucking initiative. What is this thing and why are we fighting it?
I missed my +9 initiative with advantage.
It is the ghost of a merman skeleton that was in the sarcophagi that we busted open, took all the treasure from, and then we rested their bones inside the healing pool, and a ghost came out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good summation. Wow, you are on the ball today.
I'm awake.
I like when you're really tired and the whole world's like in fast forward, and you're like, how are they doing? Incredible. If I could only have a fraction of their power. All right. So, let's see. Oh man, a terrible initiative. All right.
Give me a second to speak with her.
Okay.
We may not need to fight.
I'm gonna roll initiative too. All right, I got a really high roll. All right, what else we got? All right, let's do this thing. Garuda, you're up first.
Jenna said she wants to talk, so I'm going to ready my action to shoot. Like, ready my action for all my attacks, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just ready my action for all my attacks.
You can attack once, I think, on a ready.
Yeah, when you're ready next, you only get one attack.
All right, you're gonna open fire on it. Is that the plan?
No.
No, I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're gonna ready a shot at it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Pietro.
Pietro is gonna also pull out his light crossbow and ready a shot.
All right.
That'll be that.
That brings us to Brian. Brian says, "Excuse me," and he moves past it.
Ryan, don't hurt it. Let me speak with it first.
All right. I'll stand here menacingly. All right. Alvis, you're up.
In Aquin, Alvis is gonna say to the spirit, "Oh, hold on. The pretty one wants to talk to you. But one of the pretty ones wants to talk to you." And that's my turn.
Okay. Jenna, you're up.
Jenna kind of like moves forward a bit. And she casts suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Um, treat us as your close friends. Yield to me all your secrets.
All right. This creature is immune to the charmed condition. The spell fails.
All right, I still said that, so can I persuasion check instead?
Oh, no, you cannot. I think that would be your action. What else you got, Jenna? Anything?
Nope. Jenna's
You
like,
can
well,
see its black eyes, with its glowing blue pinpoints of light, narrow at you.
oh, yeah, it can't, it won't talk to me,
Well, give me a
defend me.
turn. Give me a turn.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay,
Jenna
Afra, you're
hides
up.
behind, this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna just move over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be super friendly and say, "Hi there. We just found all of this lovely stuff here, and we were super curious, and we were just wondering what was going on here. We wanted to talk to you and ask how it was going. So how's it going?"
Okay. You may try persuasion, with disadvantage.
Okay. 13?
13. Kind of looks at you suspiciously, and also sort of like it doesn't totally understand your language.
Oh. I speak primordial. Does that include Aquan?
That is sort of
Wouldn't
like
that be
the
convenient?
the Latin root of the other elemental languages. So it would get across like very, rudimentary stuff, like me friend, like caveman style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then let me try that. Let me
Okay.
try speaking the same in that.
All right. So you try the same message again, and she looks down at her bones, and she looks over at her smashed sarcophagus.
It wasn't us. Jenna
Anything
says
else
as
from-
a free action in Aquan.
Anything else from Afra?
No. That'll be it.
She seems to take in a deep breath. It looks like she's going to do something hostile. Anyone who's holding a shot, if you want to take it, you can.
I'm gonna wait till she actually does something hostile before.
Okay.
Yeah, same for Pietro.
All right. She sort of floats forward. All right. I need everybody in the room to make Constitution saving throws as she lets forth a moaning wail.
So everybody?
Yes. So that would be Bryn would get one. Oh, some solid ass rolls, guys. When it was the most clutch. Pietro, wow. Literally the only person that was nice to her dies. Well, you don't die, but you drop to 0 HP.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that was
the rest
it.
Of you, the rest of you take 3d6 points of psychic damage. All right, 11 points of psychic damage.
God
Yep.
damn.
She fucked up now. My first shot is I'm gonna go with the sharpshooter.
All right.
and go for my
Or
shot.
your only shot, it's a reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
reactions.
Yeah, so my
Well,
only shot is
Pietro will
gonna be
also shoot, but let me
All right.
get my
sharpshooter. I'm gonna give myself advantage on it with a grit point.
I'm surprised you remember what your abilities do. I've been staring at my spell list for
That's
10 minutes.
Yeah,
13.
13. A 13 does hit. So the pistol hits. This is a non-magical pistol, correct?
It is.
Okay.
And oh, wait, I'm on the wrong
I
screen.
rolled a
Hang on.
1, dude. Oh, that sucks.
All right, and then
There we go. Pietro got a 10.
10. Okay. Uh. All right. You see the arrow. Sorry, the bolts and the bullets kind of pass through her, and sort of crash into the wall on the opposite side. She turns and looks at the wall, and you see panic on her face.
Oh,
Oh,
but they didn't hit her.
Oh no, they hit her, but they went through her because she's
And if that wall breaks, a wall of acid pours into the room.
she's a spook. So, all right, Garuda, your turn for reals.
Um, I tell I'm gonna shoot this. I'm gonna keep going.
Oh, you're gonna threaten to shoot the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
threaten to
right.
shoot the wall now.
Rin has been standing there, looking intimidating, hoping to give assistance to someone rolling an intimidate check. You may roll intimidation with advantage.
Low.
Okay, 13. Mm-hmm. She looks back at the wall. She looks at you. And in Aquan, she says, and she's kind of sounds very ancient with her a lot of thee and thous, basically. And she says, "Then thou hast doomed all of us."
He said you doomed all of us.
Tell her to stop attacking us. Why would she scream like that?
He said to stop attacking us, and you will no longer be doomed.
You brought my bones back to the water, but it is not the water. It is a pale imitation of the water.
We were trying to help. We did not
No.
know.
I just saw the humans and I thought the worst.
I was smiling, I say from beyond the grave.
They would always smile before they would take us.
They took you? We mean no harm.
She seems willing to talk if you guys want to rush over to Afra.
Yeah, then Jenna will...
Unless you
on
want
her
to
initiative.
kind of trick her and then blast her. It's up to you.
I mean, if she's willing to talk, Alvis is just gonna stride over to Afra.
I mean, Garuda ain't putting his weapons up.
All right.
I mean, same with Pietro. They can both stand back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
doesn't
for Afra.
She started
doesn't seem
something. Garuda for
too-
sure about to
too
end it.
Bothered by your guys' weapons thus far.
She ain't got to.
Yeah,
Probably about
Jenna's
to
just
ask it,
gonna,
though.
like, walk forward, not, like, too close, and just kind of kneel down. And, I'm assuming we're breaking initiative.
Yeah, when
like
she
this, right?
sees you, a human, her eyes narrow in hatred.
I do not mean you any harm. Let's
Maybe
not be racist here. I've
grab
worked with
a-
mermaids before. Believe it or not, mermaids saved most of our lives once.
You can
Um,
grab
And you
the
can insight that.
Oceanas
That's
and pull them up.
100% truthful.
Okay. Yeah, she reaches for that insight die. And her eyes kind of narrow some more, and she says, "Often my people were fooled by thee and thou," and words like that, because I'm too fucking tired to check my thee thou guide. But basically, she says, "Often my people were betrayed after offering aid and help,
How long ago?
sacrificed over and over again.
How long ago was this? What do you know what the calendar year was?
She kind of quotes some numbers from a calendar that's no longer in use. That puts things at over 3,000 years ago.
I'm also I'm gonna limp over to the pool and kind of like see if it heals me at all.
Okay. As you get close to her, she definitely kind of shies away from you in fear.
Right?
Yes, my fair lady, it's been 3,000 years. Much has changed. As you see just now, we work with a sea elf and a triton.
They're not your slaves?
No, they are our companions and colleagues.
Would you take me and the other to the sea that we might rest?
Um, yes, we could. We have a ship. We could take you
She
out
kind of
quite a ways.
drifts distractedly over to the wall and puts her hand against it. And she says, the deal that was made persists. The blackest bargain still left unfulfilled. A promise that must be kept.
Speak to me of this deal. I have no knowledge or recollection of it. What bargain must be kept?
She turns and she says, she who hungers in the deep. Promises were made. Promises to be kept.
What did you promise?
She turns to you, a look of contempt on her face, and she says, I promised nothing. I was sacrificed, sealed inside that. And she kind of motions over at the thing over there. That the land might feed upon me, and in turn, that she who hungers in the depths might feed upon me. Over and over, these sacrifices were made to gain bounty from the seas.
Well, that seems unfair. We would be happy to return you to the sea.
You must not continue the mistakes of those who came before you. She kind of says in a distracted way. And she sort of drifts over to here, and you see her tracing the 3 sites of interest left on the stone map.
Yeah, Jenna kind of walks up unthreateningly to watch how she traces them.
Yeah, you see her hand. You can see through her hand, and it does hover over the double marked location on your map.
Mm.
They seek a gift to impress her. And then she moves her hand, and anyone have navigation tools or a background that has to do with maps?
I have
Navigators. tools, yes.
cartographers.
Yeah, cartographers. Okay. Yeah, sure. That works too. Anybody? Cartographer? Anybody?
Forgery?
Okay.
Wait, don't you guys have navigators tools?
I have
Yeah, I thought
navigators
somebody
tools.
should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Albus, do you try to move over to see what she's doing, or you just let it pass?
I'll give it a quick look see. I'm not
Okay.
exactly the best at it, but 18.
If you didn't know any better, you would say that her hand, after it rests over Thousand Teeth Island, it comes to rest over Saltmarsh.
Hmm.
Promises made.
Promises that must be kept or must not be kept? Sorry, I'm a little
She looks at you with
under the weather today.
Yeah, she looks at you with haunted eyes, and she says, "For our sake, they must not be kept.
Hmm.
But for she who hungers in the deep, they must be kept. And she kind of goes through Afra and kind of goes into her bones.
Hmm. Well, let's gather up these bones and toss them in a bag of holding and
Oceanus, Brian, do you know any of what she speaks?
Oceanus is like, did we not talk about did we talk about she who anybody, is that something that was brought up when my presence
I
Yeah,
believe so.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
isn't that the Sahuagin thing?
the
Yeah.
Haugen, yeah, they worship her, right?
Okay, so
Yeah.
isn't Saltmarsh like your guys' place?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you feel like perhaps that's a little ominous?
I'd say. I'd say.
I'd like to point out that the original title of this adventure is The Ghost of Saltmarsh, and a ghost just put its hand over the location that would have been Saltmarsh.
Oh, Alvis is concerned because he feels like the threat is to the empty nest. He doesn't care about Saltmarsh the city. It's the
Yeah.
bar.
Uh-huh.
We gotta protect the bar, everybody.
Well, also we can't be very good pirates without having a port and
That
place to
and
sell stuff.
and
So,
our employer's primary interest is Saltmarsh itself and its
yeah.
well-being.
Yeah.
All right. It's a lot of information to deal with. What are you guys going to do with it?
Well, I guess
Add
go
2 mermaid skeletons, please, to your bag of
Oh,
holding.
you guys actually want to take them? I mean, we
Well,
could,
yeah, she asked us to return him to the sea.
I mean, I know we're an
we can
evil
do that.
party. We're a party made up of evil individuals, but we're the good guys.
Yeah. I mean, well, also like it's
Hey,
not
I
like
mean,
it's gonna be hard. Like, I mean, we can like go home to the empty net and oh, by the way, toss.
I mean, I was gonna be like, oh, by the way, maybe someone wants to buy old mermaid bones for like potions or something. But whatever, yeah.
I'm pretty cursed. Yeah, we'll take. Should we throw the other bones in and see what those bones have to say, or do you think that's just redundant?
I think it's just redundant.
I
I
mean,
don't
should
want
we,
to go through all the dying again.
I mean, if we're already
I'm
like taking them bones out there, are we gonna take them all? Put them all back in the water? I mean,
I mean, yeah, why not?
Wait, why was she mad if we broke her out of her sarcophagus? If that thing, if she seemed to hate it.
the water's not pure.
because you're human.
Well, and I imagine she like assumed we were just breaking her out of it to torture her more.
Yeah, like the water's not pure. She's fucking pure humans and fucking, I don't know, dude. Bitches be bitches.
You,
So, basically, there's this deal that was made like over 3,000 years ago, and it still hasn't been completed. And the merfolk wants us to stop it. Alright. She didn't really say what the deal was, though. Except that it
She did not.
involved the person in the deep. So that doesn't really help, she says to the skeleton just floating in the water.
Jenna's tired and cranky.
Sorry, all this crew
Yeah.
management has been draining me a bit. I'll be back to my full strength
Tomorrow?
/next week.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
um,
I mean, it's
am
only 4 a.m. I could be back to I could regain my mental fortitude throughout the day.
I'm gonna assume that we're maybe gonna take a short rest soon and like spam cure wounds on ourselves.
Go for it, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you got your hit die.
Well, yeah.
Wait, you're warlock. Never
Yeah.
mind. Use your spell slots, girl.
Mm-hmm.
I could use some too, if you've got room. If not,
For healing? I thought we had a long rest. We haven't fought anything.
We
Well,
all took a
that
level
thing did
there.
damage to everyone besides yourself.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you kind of just fell over.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
yeah,
will.
my brain hurts somehow even more.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I will reach out and I will also cure wounds on Jenna.
Ooh, that saves me a hit die, thank you.
Are we doing a short rest right now?
I mean, this seems like. I mean, I don't know if we. This is the good place.
I mean, before
Yeah.
going topside, where you know we have alligator guys running around.
I mean, Wally can keep watch. I'm sure it'll be fine. Could we rest? Could we rest here for like an hour, Crash?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just keep checking for stuff.
Just talking about rest.
Oh, I don't need rest. I'm good. I'll just.
I mean, I'm fine as well. Who here
I'm
would
a
like
third of the way to
a
dead.
short rest?
Uh,
Okay.
With
yeah,
10 HP gone? Holy shit.
I'm starting to get those little fuzzies over my eyes, and I can't quite clear them, no matter how hard I try.
Bro, my contact's been dry for like 3 hours already.
Oh, dude, take them out and be blind, man.
Let me know what you guys decide to do. You got two mermaid bones in your bags, I guess, at this point. You've got a bunch of stuff they were buried with. You got a pearl of power. This seems like a pretty secluded place.
we're gonna short rest so that Afra
Yeah.
can attune to her pearl of power, and the rest of us can recover a little bit of HP we lost from the super psychic
Alrighty.
attack.
Yeah.
Everything seems fine. You get an hour of rest.
Did Wally see anything in the hour? That he could report as he was just inconspicuously doing bird things?
Yeah, he's just like, I don't want to say he's fucking off, but he's, he's just kind of like,
Impersonating Garuda. I got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um, does the Pearl Power refresh on a short rest or a long rest?
It
Uh,
refreshes once a day at
Yeah, it's
sunrise.
once a day.
So yeah.
All right. I got. It's gonna put me to sleep. It's like tranquil stuff down here, but oh my god. All right. So, what now, folks?
Should we go to the one not with broken tooth to see if we can cleanse corruption? And maybe there's more mermaids to free. AKA.
Check in the cartography. Right. I'll be very sure that that is an island. Now. In the
Yeah.
intervening years, if you didn't know anywhere, you would say it's island? Question mark. You're pretty sure.
Your
Crash.
robot crash.
I don't know if it's just yeah, you're breaking up and you're going robotic sounding.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say we should probably head to where Thousand Teeth is. I think the corruption might be coming from that island.
You think
Island is likely. Hold on.
think the corruption's coming from the island with broken tooth? I'm
I
sorry.
think it's
That is a not broken tooth. The other tooth.
Thousand tooth or whatever. Hundred
Thousand
tooth.
tooth.
Lots of tooth.
hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
You're coming in clear.
Okay. Everything cut out for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Discord
I
acting up,
Changed
dude.
the server
Oh, okay.
location, the server region.
Okay.
Crash, are you
He's still having issues. He had some issues like a few times tonight.
All right. All right. Well, let's see if it stays.
Hey, you sound good.
Okay. Ah, man. The combination of Discord and Roll20 for 27 hours is enough to give you an aneurysm. Oh my god. It's easier to do it IRL than it is to do it dealing with the software pooping its pants all the time. All right.
At
So,
least IRL, when people start dozing off, you could kick them.
Nah, I just let him because it's one less person to worry about. If you want to know the secrets to surviving a 25-hour marathon as a DM, is let them die in real life. Okay, don't stop for the weak or the dead. All right. So what I was saying is, for the 15th time, Alvis, you believe it's an area known as Firewatch Island.
Hmm.
It is off the coast. You would need a ship to get there.
Okay. So we were talking during some of the chat voice
Mhm.
chaos, and we're thinking that we might want to go to where the other one, not that one, the other one first, the thousand teeth or whatever.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, huzzah! So I think that is the plan. Is we will endeavor to travel to that one. How far is that one?
Just
From your current location, it's kind of back the way you came. A couple hours.
Okay,
double
so
checking. They didn't say that Thousand Tooth was a dragon, did they? They said it was a big alligator, right?
It's like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
wait. So you think the corruption is on the alligator island? I thought we said the corruption was like.
oh wait, yeah, we want to fix the corruption before we go to Alligator Island,
Yeah,
right?
I guess then we make twice the
Yeah.
money.
Okay,
Oh,
The
the
the only thing
corruption she was speaking of was the corruption of Thousand Tooth.
Yeah, but
but
they
she said it was like coming from somewhere.
It's true. It's true.
so our hope being that if we go to the other location first, I guess on Firewatch Island, perhaps we will find a clue to end the corruption before we even see Thousand Teeth. And
Okay.
then that way we can clear the corruption and bring Thousand Teeth back to where they need to without having to. Yeah.
All right. It would go ahead and give me anyone who is trained in Arcana checks. Alternately, religion could be used.
I will assist Jenna on an Arcana check.
Sounds good. Here it is.
Oi.
Oof.
Yeah. Um.
That-
Anyone
Yeah.
got
So it does seem like a pretty far distance. For something to be influencing the creature, if there is magic at Firewatch Island, and that magic is corrupting a totem creature like Thousand Teeth from the distance that it is. The implications are there that very powerful spellcasters or single spellcaster are behind it, or just some other entity with quite a bit of power to have an effect over that distance. It does beg the question then, if that is in fact the source, what else would they be corrupting, if you know, beyond Thousand Teeth? And I
Yeah.
guess, why would they, from so far away, choose to influence Thousand Teeth this far inland?
Well, the map that
Hmm.
had the island that Thousand Teeth is on,
Yeah.
like it was there.
Right.
So I think that means that there's more ruins there.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, so maybe the corruption is coming from those ruins, and we could, I don't know, try and sneak in or find a secret entrance,
Yeah.
maybe, and take care of it there.
All right.
So around Thousand Teeth, try and find the ruins that are in the area that would be closer in proximity, which would make more sense from our understanding of Arcana. I think that's the plan.
All right.
Good call,
My
Afra.
brain can't really think, so we're going with whatever your plan is.
Okay.
Yeah, Afra made sense, and it worked with what Crash said our Arcana came up with as being a likely.
Trying to figure it out. I got no clue.
All right, then it is a couple of hours of backtracking to get to Thousand Seas Island. You have to go back for the boat, and then you have to head over in that direction.
I want
So
to test
we
something
do
out real quick before we leave.
after Garuda does his thing.
I want to grab a
Okay.
bullet out of my pouch and just
Uh
drop it
huh.
in acid and see what happens.
Yeah, the acid is very caustic. It slowly but eats away at Bobble.
Oh
I also
damn.
want to, like,
Yeah,
just on the way out, grab some of those fun carved bones.
yeah. Grab what you like.
Yeah, and I'll probably try and sell them.
Maybe we should just try to summon the ancient black dragon that's corrupting this place.
Uh,
Um,
Fight it or
I'm not looking
I
for a
mean, talk with
TPK.
it. Talk with it. It's evil. We're evil. We can be evil together.
I mean I think we're like
Wow.
I think that
chaotic
you're
evil
just scrumptious
or
snacks to that thing.
like chaotic neutral. We just do whoever pays more. I think they're like I don't know, dude. Guys, again, I don't really question your methods a lot. I'm gonna summon a black dragon right now. That's a
Okay, okay. Let's yeah, let's
We'll
go
go
back.
with your guys' plan. That's fine.
All right. So, you travel by boat through the swamp parts. Uh,
You're back to being a robot and cutting out real bad.
uh,
1 hour. Stop doing this to him. Internets. Last marathon, I only slept like 4 hours. And I woke up at like 2 p.m. This time I think I'm going all the way to like 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Damn.
this guy's gone. What happened?
He's just trying to reset his stuff. He sent a BRB in like general chat.
I'm
Alright,
resetting his router.
I'll be right back to it. I'm gonna go smoke.
Do-do-do-do-do.
can you guys hear me?
Yep.
He switched to hotspot. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
done with this shit.
All right.
James went to go have a cigarette.
All right. So we're never gonna see James again. Got it. It was odd when I moved my physical body from the chair, which I realized I don't think I'd done in 8 hours or something. I was like, man, don't miss those MMO days. All right. So you yeah, you make your way over to the swampy island where 1,000 teeth is supposed to be layered.
We're gonna be
Oops.
looking as we approach the island
Okay.
for ruins.
Where's your boat? Oh, hold on. Half your stuff's not loading. Oh my god. Whatever. You guys had an adorable little rowboat. There
Yeah,
it is.
no, we have a jolly boat. It's got a sail.
Oh,
I
got it.
learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
It's worth
But this one is so well illustrated, so we're going to use this one for now. And then maybe I'll Photoshop a sail onto it because I like this one. All right. It's a little fatty boat. There we go. All right. So, did I just put you all on the map there?
Probably because I'm staring at a black screen.
Okay. We're going to get this. We're going to get through this together. All right.
Okay, we're there
So,
now. Everything is illuminated as well.
all right.
If
Can you guys see the map? Is the big question.
yeah, we can
All
see the
right.
map.
Cool.
We can see us. We can see the boat, and we can see all of the map.
Can you see 1,000 teeth?
I cannot see 1,000 teeth. I see a lot of tree trunks.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe those
So
are his
this
1,000
island,
teeth.
yeah, this is the
Sorry,
isle, I
bad
guess.
joke.
Yeah. So, um, there are trees. The trees are tall. They are not all cut down, despite what it looks like. They're just bisected. You can see the little shadows of the tops of the cypress trees. You guys arrive on Thousand Thieves Island. Um, what now?
So we.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a detect magic ritual right off
Sure.
the cuffs to see if we can figure out if there's a source of anything in the area.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna just look for any kind of evidence of like ancient runes or anything, or like ancient ruins or runes. Those two.
Sure. Sure. Okay. So kind of gonna start doing a sweep of the island. If I could get a perception check, and or a nature check, and or
Oh no, that was persuasion. I can't read. Sorry.
okay.
I
Um,
persuade the island to give me its secrets.
yeah, you are very personable exiting the boat. It raises morale. They're expecting a leadership speech any second now.
Oh,
I,
that's right. I probably should do that.
that would be super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pietro's
let's
like,
do
I
that.
thought that's what the persuasion check was. Is that not the leadership?
How many hit points do you give us these days, Afra?
It's let's see. It is charisma plus my level, which is
Okay.
5. So that's 8 these days.
Who do you give it to?
Uh,
Short buddy?
6. Yeah,
Okay.
the party. Not
All
Oceanus.
right.
Sorry,
There has.
Oceanus. I only get 6
Oh,
people.
I mean,
okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
Ryan's like,
Both
I
Oceanus,
have so much health. I'm good. Just
both
give it
Well,
to
okay,
these
then
men.
Oceanus
then
and
I will give it to
Brian are
Oceanus
NPCs. You can give it to Wally.
Wow. All Remy's strategy has gone out the window.
What do you mean?
Wally looks
Yeah,
over
that's
at you,
probably.
gives you a feathers up. All right,
Okay,
you
I'm
make the
giving the
call,
8 to
Afra.
Oceanus.
All right. Oceanus tips an imaginary fedora in your direction. Milady. All right. So let's check out these checks. A 23 perception is very good. A 20 perception is very good. So a couple things are happening here. Arcana, you don't notice anything
No, not
particularly.
Arcana. It's the nature. You asked for nature.
Oh
That was.
yeah, yeah, I saw an Arcana initially. Nature. The island definitely seems kind of scuzzy. It seems a little uncomfortable, I guess
Does
you
it
could
feel like
say.
it's moving?
Is it?
No, I'm saying does it feel like it?
Oh no 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 no! Yeah, that kind
Okay,
of has the
okay.
shape, right? Wouldn't it be
The
hilarious
I
if the
yeah,
whole
I was
island was
like,
thousand teeth? That'd be
yeah,
amazing.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
not at level 4 or 5 down. So
I don't know.
anywho,
I've just fought so much crazy shit in
yeah.
like the last 3 weeks. It's hard to tell.
So no, this is just an island. You're very confident in that regard. You do notice that there are not a lot of ambient creatures around. It does seem that birds, bugs, that kind of stuff is further away. So you might hear the Swamplandia by Tabletop Audio in the background. That's simply because I can't hear the music on my phone. So I'm just guessing at things here. So, anywho, um, yeah, it definitely seems like the native life is frightened of this place for sure. So
Uh,
that is what you see with that. Let's see. Over here with those perception checks, there are two big ass snakes that are sort of trying to sun themselves in the tree. They were very hard to notice because they are laying very still and they are the same color as the trees that they're coiled around. They look like that,
hmm.
and
Okay. Okay.
there are two of them. Yep.
Hmm.
You also see that there are several mounds of what looks like some kind of a sediment, and those are sort of all over the place.
Several mounds of what? You cut out for a minute.
Oh, sorry, several
Sediment.
yeah, sediment, you know, like basically swamp garbage. If you didn't know
Okay.
any better, it almost looks like a beaver dam.
Mm,
There seems to
okay.
be about three of those in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Does the nature check tell me that that's a beaver dam?
The nature check
Pretty
tells you that
close.
it is like a beaver dam. It is something that usually wouldn't happen in such an organized way, unless unless an intelligent or some sort of intelligence was guiding it. To have like natural currents and storms, kind of make a mound like that would be pretty unusual. For one, let alone three.
All
I'm
beavers
gonna
built their own dams, though.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna ask Pietro to be kind of
Mhm.
stealthy and then go check it out.
Oh, absolutely. I will do
You
whatever you ask from me
what?
because I skipped the session today. Would you like my coin purse? Here, take it. It's yours. All right. He
Okay.
starts to stealth off down the island.
Yeah. Just to
I'm
okay.
just saying,
That guy right
we
there.
normally roleplay NPCs perfectly, but I don't ever see Pedro giving up his coin purse to anybody.
Yeah. So you see an arrow that is not a door. Don't be fooled. That is where the snakes are. That's where
Okay.
the snakes are. All right, Pietro, you head over to that mound. Okay. You gonna
Okay.
give it a little pokey poke?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was not great, but
All right. Yeah, you kind of peer in. It's just a hot mess in there. It's got a bad,
mm.
rotten smell. Kind of smells a bit like rotted meat in there.
Use the shovel.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe
We'll
wait till Elvis has done his check.
okay, I guess that's fair.
All right. What else you got? What are you doing, Albus? You
So
waiting
Elvis is
10 minutes?
yeah he's wrapping up his detect magic ritual,
Hmm.
and then he's gonna peer around and see if there's anything odd
Oh,
about this
it's like
island.
full daytime here. Okay, so it actually would be a little bit brighter than I currently have it set to. So it's about to get really bright. Bye.
Yep, Elvis used his magic and made it light.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna. I guess the first thing I'll do is check one of those giant mounds and see if I'm reading anything off of it. So it's not like a magical grenade that's about to blow up PHO.
Okay. Yeah, the mounds do not appear to be magic.
Okay, so I will indicate that to the others.
And so Pietro can like poke through it with his shovel.
This is a great question. Um, Okay. So he's gonna start digging in with his shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a ripe smell as you start kind of digging into it. And you realize that very quickly that there is the rotting carcass of a very large elk, maybe.
Okay.
That is, yeah, waterlogged. The meat starting to slough off of the bones like cottage cheese.
Oh, gross.
Cool.
There are no bugs to speak of, but you do see occasional tiny purple worms that sort of have the appearance of tapeworms almost.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with worms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
That's all I got. Any magic anywhere?
Not currently within 60 feet.
Hmm.
I mean, we could start moving slowly across the island as a group, and
As you kind of do, are you going to be trying? Well, I guess you at lower levels you can't really stealth too successfully, but you can certainly try to stealth past these snakes if you want, or you can just sort of see what happens, or you could be more offensive and attack it from a distance.
Yeah, we're gonna try to.
Evade, ignore, attack. Option D. These are huge creatures, by the way. These snakes.
oh, these are
Hmm.
not like snake-sized snakes.
Oh, yeah, no, these are very big. These are Harry Potter and the Chamber of Ginny's Secrets. They are
Um,
big.
with
Yeah. So
with
let's
with
let's be
my
stealthy then.
What's
Stealthy.
my nature check? Do I know like how these snakes operate?
Yeah, giant
Are they
constrictor snakes
are they
do get to this
fast?
size. Huh?
Are they fast?
Oh, are they fast? Yeah, that's actually a pretty good question. They can swim, climb, and move over land, so they're kind of like all-terrain vehicles. But um, are they fast? Let me see. Did you guys ever
Eh,
fight a giant constrictor
Fast
snake? Yeah,
and
you did. Yeah, you did. So
fast
yeah,
and
you
durable.
30 30 30 across the board. Or actually, no, they don't have an actual climb speed. So they have 30 and then 30 swims. They had to work hard to get to those trees. Like everybody else, they had to pay their damn athletics tax like everybody else.
Um, and
Very
they're
proud of themselves up in their trees.
mm, well, if we attack them, they could get to us in 1 round or 6 seconds. I mean,
You
roughly
do hear
with a dash.
you do hear a very audible, very loud, sort of croaking sound. It sounds like it is coming from a gargantuan creature, which is to say, a four by four miniature.
Mm,
What
That
direction?
sound is coming from the northwest.
mm,
We need to find
yeah.
these ruins. Stat. Do we see any of those bug thingies?
Bug
Mo-
thingies.
The,
the
the,
moats.
yeah,
Oh, the
the
moats.
fireflies, yeah.
Yeah, in this area, you don't see those moats, but you do, now that this has been unearthed, you do see these creepy purple, like tapeworms are now just sort of swimming free of this beaver mound. And they're just kind of getting all over the place.
Mm,
I thought
Gross.
there weren't insects in there.
I know. These are invertebrate. Um, no, they are. Yeah, they're really gross. This is what they look like.
You do not need to show a picture. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that works. I've seen a lot of pictures, dude. Crabs posts a lot of pictures. I'm like, nope, you don't need to.
I fought a dracoid.
No, if you
Please
don't know
don't
what a
show me the
tapeworm
little
is
bugs.
and you don't want to use your imagination, you could always look up a tapeworm. If you want to get close and maybe examine them closer with a knowledge nature check, you could find out more about them.
Yeah, Jenna will stealth up.
Hmm.
So she'll activate stealth even though she's a wizard.
Okay.
But she's got a good stealth.
yeah, Afra does
24.
not want anything to do with any kind of worm, so she will not be assisting you.
Yeah,
All right.
Jenna
Alvis is
will.
alpha on this one.
She'll walk up and whoa, 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 calm down now. And with her quarter staff. It's on my character sheet, even though I never talk about it. Um, she'll kind of like poke around in there and do the up close nature check you said I could do.
Sure, sure. You get in there and you kind of start poking them a little bit, taking a look at them. As you do,
Uh,
what is that nature check?
an 8.
An 8. They're weird looking. You flip one over, and it has a spooky looking mouth. Each one is maybe the size of your slender little pinky, but when you flip it over with a stick, that is what its mouth looks like. And then it tries to grab onto um, the stick.
Contested athletics for my quarterstaff and the worm.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's got a strength. Yeah, it's got a strength of like -10 or something. It's a little guy. It's a little guy.
Guys, I'm gonna put it this way. I think Thousand Tooth is coming, and I don't think we know where to go. It may be underneath these mounds, but I'll be honest, you don't want to fuck with these. I don't know much about them, but I saw inside one and ugh, gross. I took my
Yeah.
stick and I like pushed one against the ground really hard. It was nasty. Um,
Should we try and clear out these snakes then before Thousand Teeth gets here?
sure. Let me just get in a defensible position.
The snakes. I
Right
mean,
there.
to be completely honest,
The snakes are definitely kind of sleepily watching you guys. They seem pretty chill, pretty confident. I'll go ahead and put them on the map now.
Yeah, that really messed with us. And the biggest thing is like we fight them, we're
Yeah.
making a lot of noise.
I'll
I
just go
also
over
think
there.
that like this looks like a nice area up here.
Yeah, like that's definitely like where I think we should be trying to get to.
Yeah.
But I think the snakes will definitely, even if we try and like take the boat around the island, I don't think that we
Snakes to
could
be
do so
chill.
staying
I mean,
far
they're
enough.
watching us. Do they look hostile?
They look interested, but they
I
also
mean,
look like they're like kind of gauging the fact that there are many of you.
we can try and just walk past them and see what happens.
If I'm being completely honest, everything I've met since I've been here tried to eat me.
Hey, Brian. You lost your plot armor today. Go ahead and walk through
Hmm.
'em.
Sure. Okay.
You lost your plot armor.
Okay,
Damn,
so
homie.
if we're heading that way, Crash, Alvis is gonna cast armor, or no, he'll wait. I forgot
Okay.
that Afra gave me hit
Um.
points.
He
All right.
approaches cautiously,
Starts
and
making
Jenna
his way through.
readies the firebolt just in case they attack him.
Okay. He calls over to you. Where am I going now?
Go look at that big fucking tree.
This tree?
Yep,
Yes.
that's the big one.
Okay.
See anything weird?
There's something in the water here.
Maybe
Let
there's
me
a
check his
shot.
passive perception. God, this poor guy. He's gonna be like, I managed to get my boss to change my hours. Be like, oh.
We
About
told you,
your
sorry.
character.
What would you like
You.
to play now? All right. There is a sudden splash of water, and some stuff happens, um, all at once, sort of thing.
I just saw the initiative tracker come up on the board, so
Oh, it's just the worst feeling and the best feeling? No, I don't know. God, I am trying so hard, you guys. I'm trying
that
so hard.
you're doing good. You're in the last
Okay.
stretch. 40 minutes to go.
Okay, I
Yeah,
love
dude.
everybody. I love everyone. I'm so tired.
Red
All
Dog
right,
from the
all right.
stream said you're doing a great job. Good job, sir.
So, here's what happens. Good old, good old,
Cause
1,000 teeth burst forth from the water.
are you
You
serious?
will definitely have a surprise round against our boy here. Everyone else, uh, let's just go ahead and do active perception checks. If you would prefer to use your passive, do not roll. So it's up to you.
I thought passive automatically override. Like any.
I know, but I'm tired. Jeremy Crawford's not here to stop me. And he told me the number one rule of D&D is that I'm the boss. So I tattooed that tweet right on my ass. So
I'm the boss.
all right. So let's see what's
Alvis
going
got
on here.
22.
22. Alvis, you see it all happening in slow motion. So you will not be surprised in this surprise round. Let's see. Who else is available? Pietro, how'd you do?
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Let me
Okay.
there we go, 14.
Okay. Pietro is surprised. Jenna is surprised.
Jenna
Um,
she like
Garuda,
puts.
you going with your passive or are
Yeah,
you
it's
rolling?
15.
15. 15 is not enough.
Uh,
I
Afra
got
got
a
a
All right.
20.
20. Yeah.
Yeah, so Garuda, Jenna, Pietro, and Brian, you guys all are gonna miss out on this super fun surprise round.
Um, but we weren't surprised by the snakes.
I know. The snakes are kind of. I'll have to check if the snakes are surprised by what happened here.
low.
Let's see. Let me see. Snakes, are you guys surprised? They're like, we live here, but yeah, sure, man. We were watching, and they're like, we live here, so that's part of our background. Do we get advantage to our perception checks? It's like, sure, okay.
This ain't their lair. I don't get layers.
Nope, they are both surprised by what has transpired. So I will go ahead and they will miss the first round also. All right. Let's see. Turn that off. And I don't know. Music might work, music might not. I've given up. I don't know. Roll 20 does whatever the hell it wants. Um, no, we got to believe that it'll get better someday. Why else would we log on? Um, God, that sounds a little too dramatic. Okay. Um, so combat music starts. If it's too loud, I apologize. I can't hear it. So that brings us. You can always turn it down here in the top right. Let me go ahead and put all these guys in descending order. Alvis, you watch everything in slow motion. You hear the bloop, bloop, bloop of legendary actions filling up.
Oh dear God.
You see a very big gator or crocodile come out of the water. As it does, it is going to make attacks against your little friend here. So
I see a dodge icon on Brian.
you don't see the whole map?
No, I said I see a dodge icon on him. Was he
Oh
dodging?
yeah, he is dodging. He is dodging.
Good,
So these will
good.
be normal attacks instead of advantageous ones. So here we go. You hear the bloop 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 of legendary action points filling up in a meter.
Did he even roll a perception? It must not have shown.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Yeah, I checked on Brian. That's what keyed this whole thing off. All right, so yeah, it's gonna jump out and it's gonna bite at him. See what happens. A 24. I think a 24 is going to hit, even if he shields it. That would make his armor class a 24. He is grappled by Thousand Teeth and restrained, and he has 11 points of damage on him. So that's no good.
24 was the disadvantage roll?
No,
he
it was the normal.
had advantage from attacking a surprise target.
Oh.
Right, attacking from surprise, but he was dodging, so it was a normal roll.
It was just
so
a standard roll. Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
so we took the 24. All right. So,
Better than me.
gets a hold of him, and then it starts sort of rolling around with him, like doing barrel rolls with him. This is going to be at advantage now, but he's still dodging, so it's going to be a regular attack. Good thing it wasn't an advantage. It's still another 24, so it does hit for 12 more damage. He did not receive bonus HP because you guys get it to Oceanus instead. All right. Then Thousand Teeth is going to use its action to backpedal into the water and drag him down into the water and the mud with it.
If Brian come back, can you bring his character back to life? That's feel really bad. Next week's like, yeah, guys, I can still play.
Uh, life's funny sometimes.
Oh, he actually
all
like
right.
goes under.
Yeah, Alvis, you're up.
Well, I can't see him anymore, so that's gonna be an issue.
Hell.
I am gonna freak out because
Okay.
in the sense of like I don't want to be on a boat that's on the water if that thing's in the water, so I'm gonna run back up beside Afra. And
Now, during the attack, though, a lot of the debris in that mound did get dislodged, and when it did, you hear the shucking sound of water, and you see water begin to get sucked down, like some kind of hole that was revealed, almost like a bathtub plug got pulled.
so that's probably the ruins that we need to get to. Except there's snakes between that and us.
There you go.
Jesus.
I mean, the snakes did not attack Brian.
Okay.
And Thousand Teeth is currently eating Brian.
I mean, damn, that
So-
is true.
I mean, if
Ice
we
cold.
just run up there,
That
we
is
And if
might
true.
be
you-
okay.
if you want to use your character's flesh and blood body to test this theory out, that they didn't attack him, so we can pass through freely. You do that. Alvis sees two ginormous snakes that are bigger than any snake he's ever seen before, and unless he's moving as part of a group,
You
Alvis
saw a
is staying
snake
right where he is.
you saw a snake kind of this big, but not as scary looking when you were in the cultist ruins on the other side of the swamp.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think you might have seen it through the doorway as you were getting your face blown off.
Oh, see, that was on the left because I was looking at. So yeah, I
Oh,
didn't.
gotcha. Okay,
No
well, you know what? Life is how you experience it. If Alvis thinks that this is the biggest snake he's ever seen, they are flattered.
Yeah, so he's going to. You know what? I'm gonna chill touch one of the snakes, or not chill touch. What's the other one? Frostbite. I'm gonna
Frostbite it. All right, lefty
This
or
is-
the righty? All right, lefty. Okay, go for it.
DC
It is
17.
surprised, but okay. Constitution just is what it is. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So here we go. Constitution save. Even though it's a big old creature, no big deal. It fails. Takes 7 points of damage, and it's frosty.
Yeah. So it disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
That's and then I'm gonna take a step back.
All right. Anything else from Alvis?
No, that's Oh,
Alright,
when he took the step back, that was the
Yeah.
flight.
Oh,
He
okay.
flew back.
Do you gross everybody out with your like underarm skin or
No. It's the electric wings.
the electric wings? Okay.
Yeah, the electric wings.
All right. So you kind of back a bit. Going alphabetically, Afra, you're up. Were
Okay.
you surprised though, right?
No, I was not.
Oh, you were
I
not
had a
surprised.
20
Okay.
perception. So
Oh,
I'm
fantastic.
going to
Yeah, you saw the
I'm gonna-
whole croc attack happen in slow motion.
Yup. I'm gonna insight check the snake, the same one that Alvis hit.
Okay.
Contrasted with its deception, its charisma.
Okay. Alright,
And
it's gonna try its best. It fails.
okay. And
You
then-
realize that this snake was content to sit there in its goddamn tree. But if you're gonna bring fists, it's gonna bring tail. If you're gonna bring ice cubes, it's gonna bring constriction. I don't know. Yeah. So now it is gonna fight. Now it is
Yeah.
gonna fight.
yeah.
Alright.
So I'm gonna shoot it with my short bow with sneak attack
Okay.
damage.
Right. Yeah, because it
You're
is in the surprise
incredible.
round.
Yeah.
A pew pew. It takes 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
And it's still
Yeah.
got big buggy eyeballs because it is so shook from what happened.
Yeah.
Garuda and Jenna, when you see the buggy eyes of this snake, there's a meta moment where you're transported back into a place where another snake had big buggy eyes and it started. Yeah, that's kind of the look that this one is giving you right now. All right.
Oh no,
So-
it doesn't bring our little buddy. Oh.
Let
She
it
got
die.
Um,
Yes,
That's
yeah.
Tolo's
that-
husband now.
That is gonna be it.
A beautiful turn. All right, an excellent shot. It hits the thing upside the head.
I'm gonna
It's
take a
kind of
step back.
very confused why it's being attacked. Pietro.
Was
up.
surprised.
Oh, I am
I
too
actually think
surprised,
everybody
Stacked.
else was surprised.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we can maybe just go back to the start of the round.
Let's see. Jenna surprised. Garuda.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Yeah.
Big old snake. All right, Thousand Teeth. Anyways, Thousand Teeth is going to use his legendary actions, obviously, during the intermittent time. So let me do that real quick. I guess he will use... yeah, that sounds good. He will use some action points to do another bite. I guess this jabron's... Did he even get an initiative count? Oh, this kid didn't even get an initiative count. Are we really trying to kill this guy? Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. So his turn would have been passed at the 5 mark. and he would have lost his turn from surprise. That would have made the dodge wear off because his turn came back around. Now the creature is going to, with advantage, try to bite him. That's a 26. I can't really tell you guys what happens next, but stuff happens. All right. Then it uses another legendary action to do some other stuff. Back to the top of the round. Thousand Teeth does not make an appearance. Alvis,
Awesome.
you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna frostbite it again since the frost would have faded on its surprise turn.
Okay.
So another 7 if it fails its DC.
Oh yeah. Here you go. Defend thyself, giant constrictor snake. It does not. It takes 7 more damage and is still frosty.
And I'll stay where I am.
All right. It looks over at the other ones like, stay frosty, bro.
I'm sorry.
Who needs? Wally needs initiative. No problem. No problem.
We
It's
can
almost
just say,
time.
We can just say he was surprised.
Sure. Afra, you're up.
Okay. I am going to shoot the same one that I shot before.
All right.
I'm going to.
This one turns to you, looks you right in the face as you shoot it. Now it's
Well,
surprised.
I'm gonna bonus action hex it.
All right.
Use up one of those spell slots. Oh, whoops.
Sweet spell slots. All right.
Yeah, no, ignore that slightly. I didn't mean to actually
that's cool.
do damage there.
We'll just
short bow.
we'll just use
There
that
we go.
one when you hit. There you go. So you did 4
Yeah, so-
sneak, 4 that, and 5 of this. That's 13 points of
Doesn't
damage.
Hex multiple targets? Like, bless?
No, that's Bane.
No.
You're thinking of Bane.
Yeah,
Oh, that's Bane. That's Bane.
yeah. Hex is the warlock version of Hunter's Mark.
All right.
Oh,
it is
okay,
it is
yeah,
bloodied
that's
already.
right.
It is bloodied already. Anything else? Oh, what is the stat that you're giving at disadvantage to?
Oh, let's do strength.
Okay, that's a very smart one to do. All right. Anything else from Afra?
That is it.
All right. Wally.
Well, it takes to the sky. Oh, wait.
Wally, I'm gonna be honest. As a familiar, you really thought it was you that was gonna get sent to be eaten by Thousand Teeth. So you're kind of surprised by how this turned out, and you're very happy that what's his face found a new job because holy shit, you were not looking forward to that.
I'm so sorry. It was my fault. Wally's gonna go and eat some maggots.
Okay.
Or these things, yeah.
Yeah.
Eat 'em up.
It's bad feels, Wally. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you're eating those maggots.
But he eats bugs. He's a bird.
Oh.
Yeah, these are tapeworms though.
Okay.
Well,
It feels a little bad in the tums. It's like biting you on the way down. Anything else from Wally?
Wally's gonna move a little bit closer, and with his blind sight, does he sense a hole underneath this?
No, you just sense the rotting corpse and a bunch of these weird tapeworms.
Okay, let's see. Since Wally's probably not gonna make it much longer, since I made him eat a maggot that's gonna eat him, he's just gonna fly the other 30 feet and check and see with his blind sight if there's a hole under this one.
That one just seems to be a bunch of lizard folk and Sahaugan corpses that have been stuffed there to rot.
Alright, he's gonna start eating those, and hopefully the maggot in his stomach will eat
Oh
those.
my god. Okay. It's pretty gross.
How do you think he
Pietro.
poops so much, alright? He doesn't have a good
Yeah,
diet.
diarrhea is a part of his action plan. I got it.
Okay.
It feels his action.
Pietro is finally not surprised. There is a tree in front of him. You might want to step over to the side. If he's going to shoot, unless you want to have him just rush in.
Hang on. I gotta. 2 screens. It's hard. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have Pietro move up here. And then he is gonna shoot. Well, no, hang on. He's gonna shoot.
Alright, he's going to shoot. Go for it. Pietro, a level 5 fighter now, question mark? He gets to make 2 shots, question mark? Okay.
Yes.
A
has extra
13 does hit, because these are big. but kind of crappy.
For 5.
Okay, but that is also crappy, so it's sort of balanced out. What else you got?
Another one.
Yeah, 22 is definitely a hit.
Oh,
There you
10.
go. 10. The creature, it hasn't even gotten to act yet, and it is barely hanging onto its tree. All right. Anything else from Pietro?
That will be it.
Okay. Jenna, you're up.
So, Jenna's gonna pull out her finger guns, imitating Garuda, and she's going to shoot the snake with a firebolt.
Yeah, that's gonna finish it off. It's kind of falls over as the fireball hits it in the or firebolt hits it in the face, and it sort of slumps in its tree.
Easy.
This one's like, the fuck was that? Anything else from Jenna?
Oh no, that's all.
All right. Yeah, it is going to blop into the mud and the water and just gotta go away. It's gonna start swimming away. It's like, nope, I'm noping out. And it's gonna get right down into that mud. It's like, nope, 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 nope.
Now
Not
we can run
happening.
into the ruins.
All right, Garuda, you're up.
Now that you're
you
happy that we've killed some defenseless wildlife.
Yeah, what's
That thing's fucking massive.
the plan?
It died without taking a turn.
What's the
Because
plan?
My finger guns are
Master
almighty.
Master Team, what's the plan? You're just
Alright,
going
we're
in?
gonna go in the ruins.
Alright, then start flying 50 feet. Already.
A delicious airborne target. How high up is your elevation? That's important for me to know. I've got the strength jump calculator out.
I'll say I'm about 20 feet up. Yeah,
Oh, I like that. Okay,
it's fine.
sure.
And I'm sorry, dude, I keep doing this. I'm not moving over or whatever. And
You'll get it eventually. Brian is up.
I
Brian is
already
going
shot just in case anything comes. If he pops out, try to attack me, I'll shoot it. Yep, that'll be it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. I gotta find out what happens to Brian here.
Leon hands himself.
All right, here goes. Brian is gonna try and fight his way to freedom, with whatever happens to him. All right, these are gonna be at a disadvantage. He is going to. Yeah, man, he's got a lot of stuff. He's gonna use his Hexblade Curse. God, this guy's got a lot of abilities.
He's still alive.
He's gonna use Hexblade. Yeah, he's a paladin, man. He's gonna use his Hexblade Curse, and then he's gonna use his Hexblade. And he's gonna try to fight his way free.
Wait, does his have Misty Step? Because I think if he did, he would Misty Step out and start sprinting towards us, screaming.
Let's see. So the following, blah 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 blah. I think that might be a much higher level ability. Let me check.
Level 2 spell.
He should have level 2 spells by now. It depends on what.
multi-class.
Oh wait, never mind. He's got Warlock levels. Idiot!
Yeah,
You thought
yeah,
it
he
was
doesn't-
worth it.
Yeah, you're right.
You could have just
Okay,
taken
yeah,
strength.
so that is that. Okay. So he is just gonna try to hit this thing super hard.
Brain on Scott, if you're watching, I did not mean you're an idiot.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have advantage on this attack. A 16. I don't know if I'll tell you if that hits or not.
Man, I
Let's
feel
see
like
what-
you should narrate it for the stream.
Oh yeah. Okay, you guys don't listen. So inside the belly of thousand teeth, Brian, Lore Weaver. He ditches his shield and he grabs his longsword made of coral with both hands. Calling down his Hexblade's curse, he frantically begins slashing at the innards of thousand teeth, feeling thousands of tiny leeches squirming all over his body. As he lands a hit against the creature, he's going to burn the biggest spell slot he has, which is a level 2 one. That gives him 48 dice that he gets to add. I think that's how paladins work. I've never played one, Let's see.
That's 3d8.
3d8. All right. And they explode though, right? No. All right. So he deals damage to Thousand Teeth, and that is the end of his turn. All right. I hope that was good. All right. You guys
Just
can
want to let
listen
you
now.
guys know, if Crash was not so tired, he would have never done that.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, back to the top of the round. Thousand Teeth does some stuff, and that is that with that. Okay. Cool beans. So, Aldous, you're up. You also hear the bloop 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 of points refilling.
I'm just going to dash towards the opening there,
Sure.
and
What is your passive perception, Aldous?
my passive is only 10 because I'm missing an eyeball.
Oh, yeah, no problem. You don't. There's no sign of Thousand Teeth. He obviously left the area.
Clearly.
Mhm. It's just it's a straight shot to that sucking hole in the island.
I miss being a rogue and having a 90-foot dash.
Right. Anything else from Elvis?
That's the same
No.
thing
Just
Zach
exposed
just
there in the
said.
middle of the island. I love it. All right, Afro.
Yeah.
Okay. I am also just going to dash. And
Okay.
thank you, Elvis, for reminding me that that I can dash and then dodge. There we go.
You could also do the extra 30 feet and get in, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah. The rogue
I
can
don't-
triple move.
okay, fine. I'll do
Oh
that.
God, that was actually the entire world moving. That was me. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought I had vertigo. I actually thought I was falling out of my chair when the whole map started moving. I was like, well, that's the end of me.
Just going to accept it. Like, well, I'm done for.
I guess this is what a stroke is like. Glad I was surrounded by Saltmarsh when it happened. As you get closer, you see that there are stairs. The stairs are forming sort of a beautiful waterfall as it sucks in the marsh water.
Mm.
Afra, as you get there, you see that, Thousand Teeth is right there under the water.
Nice.
Yeah. But you slide in, and despite his big old size, he doesn't have very good reach. And
Okay.
do you start water park sliding down the slide?
I mean, yes, basically.
Okay.
When the alternative is getting swallowed by an alligator? Yeah.
I'm gonna put you over here in this penalty box. You can watch what's happening, but you are on a different map. How's that?
Jenna, what are you
Okay,
doing?
That sounds good.
Unless you'd like the temptation of being on a separate map full of danger that you could explore all by yourself.
No, thank you. I do
Okay,
not want
all right.
that
Spectator
temptation.
mode it is. Wally, you're up.
No one rolled Oceanus' initiative, by the way.
Oh shit, balls. Okay. Yeah. Oceanus is gonna be like, yeah, my bad. I shot at that snake, and now I'm gonna go.
Wally, you're dying from the inside anyways. You gotta do what you gotta do. For me, your master. Wally's gonna fly,
Okay.
and then, he's gonna dash,
Okay.
over here.
Wally, what's your passive perception, boyo?
11.
Okay, you have no idea where Thousand Teeth is. He could be anywhere.
Oh. Then what I'm about to do is gonna look really meta.
Alright.
Well, he can be
I'm gonna do it
flying to where
anyways, I
you
don't
last
really care.
saw him.
Yeah.
Wally's gonna fly over here.
That's definitely his last known location,
and,
yeah.
and he's gonna just start squawking. Squawk! 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 Squawk!
Oh man. How close to the waterline are you?
He's gonna make him jump for it, so like.
Okay, so he's out of the water a little bit. All right,
25
all right.
feet,
Give me a
25 feet.
performance check. I want to see that Popeye's chicken. I want to see you shake them rumps. Yeah.
A 9 for him. -3 is pretty good.
Yeah, you look like you're poisoned yourself. Say you're leaking out of both ends. It's just a mess.
He's pouring his heart out. Can he at least have advantage?
All right, that brings us to Pietro.
Oh, actually, he's back. Do you want to take your
Okay,
turn?
Pietro, you want to enjoy the last 14 minutes of your life? I mean, game.
Just leave. You don't ever have to see me like this ever again.
Okay. Let's just have him dash towards
Next
the
year,
hole as well.
50-hour marathon.
Yeah.
Please don't. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't. I guess he will also dash, and that's like I guess just basically towards where Alvish is.
All right, you
That's
start
probably
charging across the island towards
yeah.
the hole that is filling with water that Afra
Yep.
slid down like a water park slide,
Yep.
while a 40-foot long crocodile watched her.
Yep.
Okay,
40-foot long. Holy shit.
yeah. And you missed the mini. You want me to throw up what he looks like?
I mean,
Is
we saw his face,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
like that.
I
That's
was
just
I
his
was asking
face.
Pietro who's returned to himself. All right, Jenna, you're up.
eat us
Get a dash.
actually.
Is that it, Jenna? Oh,
I gotta ask Garuda and Jenna.
Oh,
What is?
my mic was muted. Jenna's
Okay.
gonna move and dash, and
Okay.
then I think that's all she's got.
That's all she's got. Okay. Alright,
She's gonna look really small behind the tree though.
Okay. Oceanus is gonna go. He's got a 30-foot land speed. Um, he's gonna move, and
Get
he
into those
will.
stairs, Oceanus.
All right, he moves and he gets in there and he just allows himself to fall down the stairs. So I'm gonna have him take some fall damage, but he is willing to. He's not as slick as a rogue, obviously. So he's just gonna take some fall damage on the way down. I was waiting for that 6 to explode. He tumbles down the stairs, eats up those temp HP, takes some damage, and Afra, he comes tumbling down the stairs after you. All right, so he joins you over here in the rogues gallery. There we go. All right, Garuda, you're up.
He will wait right here. And
Mm-hmm.
as a ready action, as soon as Jenna starts running, he'll run out with her. Just she's not here by herself, just in case she gets attacked.
I'm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That is
run.
downright gentlemanly.
Are you gonna fly alongside me?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
You got
Roll for
something else to
drag,
get in
Garuda.
there?
You can just go. I'll be fine. Just get in there, Garuda.
She
It's
said
all
it.
safe. Wally's not providing a very good performance check. Squawk, squawk. Hopefully,
There.
hopefully he'll at least take one hit.
So she told me to go. I would go then.
All right.
Sure, I would go.
As you
Oh,
fly by Garuda, what's your passive perception of 15?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I
There's
would
a
go right.
seriously big log here in the water. You're not sure where this huge log came from, but it's definitely not Thousand Teeth.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. If
All
I'm
right.
going down then. The real gallery if I can.
All right. So you start flying down.
Yep.
Okay. Thousand Teeth is going to use a legendary action.
oh
Ooh.
no!
He's going to burst from the water using a lunge, and that will allow him to move up onto land, and he is going to cover the hole with his body, and he is up on the land.
Oh, that
Oh my
sucks.
god!
Ignore that Brian there. He's it's
But
over.
squawk, 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 squawk.
Alvis, you feel like this creature is operating with a more intelligence than a mere beast. There's a cunning here at
So
work.
it's like me.
Yeah. Oh
Let's
God.
go.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
go.
like
Just
looking
keep
into a
going.
black mirror, Wally. It's like looking into a black mirror. All right. Thousand Teeth. His turn is happening now. He is going to rush forward. For I guess we got what? We got an Alvis. We got a Pietro.
Guys,
Um.
I'm sorry.
All right. It's gonna move to here. and it is going to give. Let's see. Go ahead and do a thrash attack. On it'll sort of kind of barrel roll into um, Alvis. Yeah, that sounds good. Here we go.
Let's do Elvis.
18.
Oh yeah, that's gonna cream me. I have 11 AC.
All right, strength saving throw to avoid being knocked prone.
Oh, with my +0, I score a 10.
All right, you are knocked prone. It is then going to try and lunge at Pietro and bite him.
I take 7 damage. Okay.
Pietro, that is a 12. All right, he misses you.
So as he was like lunging at Alvis and Pietro, Alvis gets like before he gets knocked out and the wind knocked out of him, he's like, "Oh fuck!"
All right, I think Bad Boy will finish up his turn just on top of you guys. There we go. All right, that brings us to Alvis. You are prone. Half your speed to stand up, or you could use some Ukabuki magic and just fly to your feet like a cheater pants. Whatever you want to do. Storm Sorcerer. That's on the ban list now.
Cheater Pants sounds amazing. I'm gonna cast a level 2 armor of Agathis on myself to get some more 10 hit points back. So that'll put me back up to 10 hit points instead of 1.
Okay.
And bonus action, electric wings, pull me back into the bush here.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Elvis, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go to the stairs.
I had to get back, away from him. Everyone just seems to think you go through things, and
as you cry out to
four
him,
sizes larger than you, you can go through it.
That's so meta. Okay, and then Alvis will.
What do you mean that's meta? It's giant. You run.
It's literally huge.
Alvis, continue your turn. It's okay. No one can hurt you.
So he does a wide cuts to the side and then forward with the remaining move he's got. But he still can't make it into the thing yet. So
as your turn ends, right? Anything else from you? Alvis?
No, that's me. That's me.
All right. As your turn ends, it will use legendary action points. It's going to try and bite Pietro.
No.
That's a 12 again. Oh my gosh, 2 4s in a row, Pietro. Oh my goodness. All right, Afra, you're down below. You hear Thousand Tooth is on the prowl going bonkers. Do you wait down there with the others, or do you risk going back towards the surface? I will say that down below, you do hear of goodness.
Yeah. I am going to creep back up.
Okay. Start climbing up the waterfall stairs. Give me an athletics check to go up against the waterfall stairs. Easy to go down, harder to go up.
Not very good at that.
Yeah. You just kind of you make it a few steps and you slip. You fall back down a few steps. The water's just kind of rushing in from up above, draining the swamp.
Would I be able to bonus action transfer my hex to Thousand Teeth?
I think for hex you have to see it, and you're below ground. Yeah.
So then I will.
I'd say like 90% of 5th edition spells want you to see stuff. They're really not accessibility friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, in that case, I guess I'm just gonna dodge. I don't have much else I can do.
Taking a dodge action in the stairs. Wally, it's not working out. What are you gonna do?
So Wally's gonna fly 50 feet into Tons of Tooth's mouth, and he's gonna rub himself onto the
Thousand Tooth makes a face like, it is pooping in my mouth.
He's gonna rub it. He's gonna rub his body along its tongue. Give him that good fried chicken taste
up and down his tongue. Oh my god! All right.
And the whole time it's gonna be like squawk, squawk.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's using legendary it's using legendary action.
And then it's gonna take the dodge action.
Oh, okay. Here comes disadvantage. An 18.
Oh, I hope it tasted
He
good.
poofs into ectoplasm. Got it. All right. Pedro, you're up.
I tried, Pedro.
He could
Uh,
probably disengage and make it into the stairs.
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably we're gonna try and run for it. That's our
1,
strategy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's the
You
goal.
get right here to the edge with a 6. 'Cause yeah, you're right here at the edge.
Let's do it.
I mean, yeah.
2. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find a better path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if you're willing to take 3d6 damage, you could willingly fall down the water slide.
You're at full health.
All right. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing it.
All right. You do a dramatic. You kind of like run underneath Thousand Tooth's legs, and it's kind of snapping its jaws and whipping its tail back and forth. You hop over the tail, and you do sort of a forward slide. You pitch over the edge into the hole, hit the stairs hard, and start kind of going down down the stairs.
I thought you were gonna say
taking-
he Fred Flintstone and slid along its tail.
Oh, that would have been hype too. All right, we'll retcon it. You it tries to bite you. You jump on its snoot. You run along its back, even though it adds a lot of unnecessary movement. You slide along the tail. I don't know how to do yabba dabba do with a Spanish accent. You fall off the end of the tail. There's sort of a banana peel sound, and one of them Wilhelm shouts, and you fall down the staircase. Way cooler. Way cooler. That brings us to Jenna. What's the plan, Jenna? It's just you and Alvis. Sometimes it feels like that's your whole life.
Jenna's gonna run.
That's 15 damage.
Alright.
30 feet right here,
Okay.
and then
That
she's
is within
gonna,
range of him, because
That's
it's
fine.
deceptive, yeah, but...
That's fine.
Okay.
And then she's gonna cast minor illusion, and she's gonna make a little Alvis statue literally right next to him.
Okay.
And then she's gonna bonus action.
Anything special about this Alvis statue?
No,
Well,
it's
clearly
just
it's pretty.
It's just as pretty as Alvis's.
Okay.
And then she's gonna Misty Step
Alright.
into the thing, and
Alright.
she's gonna be like, "Catch me!"
Alright.
I mean,
Thousand
Try.
Thousand Teeth is going to use his last legendary action point to rush back over and guard the entrance.
Well, I'm falling in. I'm falling in.
No, you're fine. At the end of your turn, that's what would happen. So you
What?
poof over to the water slide and you plummet down it. All right.
Oh, this dude just messed up.
Oceanus tries to catch you. All right, here we go. He's got this. Here we go. Athletics.
I'm really
Oh,
light. I'm like 80
yeah.
pounds.
You got a 9. So you crash
Hey,
into him.
hey.
You both fall prone on the stairs.
Okay.
All right. He says, "Don't worry, I got you."
Thanks.
All right. Garuda, anything?
Yeah,
It just
gonna
gets
chill
so
on the stairs
fucking
with Seth.
dark in here.
I'm about to shoot the freak out this dude.
All right, you gonna go up and shoot him in the belly? That's
I'm
not very
shoot.
sportsmanlike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
go for
belly.
it.
Do I have advantage on this roll? Because I can't technically miss him because
Yeah,
he's
he
on
can't
top.
See you. He can't see us, so sure, go for it.
So, and 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna action surge 2 on all 4, or I'm gonna action surge 2 to make it 4 attacks.
All right.
Wait, are we trying to kill him?
Yeah, we're not trying to kill this guy.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I try to
Nice
kill him,
attack.
but he's.
Just blow its guts out. Just
We got a buddy outside who's
You gotta be. Yeah, you gotta be you. You gotta be you. Do it.
He's trying to force the thing to get off the. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, that's a critical hit.
One
Alright,
crit.
we'll just kill him.
Oh
Alright, that
shit.
critical hit
And I'm
is-
gonna use grit points for each shot too. Sorry.
Ooh, he drops whatever he is holding, which is nothing, because if he had someone in his mouth though, damn, that would have been pretty clutch. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna
he
use.
does take an ass load of damage though.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
He
grit points too.
Spits out Wally.
I'll have to take
Yeah.
What is it? I'm sorry, dude. Violent shot. I mean, if we're going for it, I'm just gonna go full damage on him. So, did it? Sorry.
All right, you got 3 more attacks. You
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
me
yeah,
from
yeah,
falling
yeah.
asleep. It's 12:01.
Oh,
Only
sorry,
3.
dude. Sorry. Violent shot.
All right.
So, yeah, sorry.
It's cool. Just take the longest turn possible, Garuda. It's fine. All right, that is also a hit.
Dope. It's additional damage dice, so additional D10 for that
Okay, I
damage.
can't see all your attacks, I don't think, so just tell them to me. What do you got?
Alright, sorry.
That was 25 total damage.
Thank you.
The third attack, he rolled a 16 with 19 points of damage.
Plus
All right.
10. And for
And
the last
then
one,
plus a D10 with 1, so 20 points of damage on that attack. And then his final attack, he got a 14, and if that hits, then he's got 18 base damage plus a D10, I'm guessing, Garuda?
yep, plus D10.
So roll your D10.
Man.
So if that hit, that would have done a total of 24 damage.
All right. Anything else, Garuda?
That'll be it.
All right. His turn comes up, and he is gonna fuck off. He leaps into the water, and he starts swimming away. And he's gonna take a dash action. He's gonna swim some more.
Albus jumps into the pool, like into the stairs, and joins the spectators. And I'm guessing that is session.
That is the session. All right. You leave your statue behind. You hop in. You slide on down and join the rest. And there you go, champions.
Well done, Crash. 28 hours of DMing.
28 hours of Dungeons and Dragons. Cool. Now
Hey,
I'm wide awake.
you think he had it rough? Do you understand how stressful that game was?
You know what? And that's a fair point, though, to Garuda and to Jenna. That's 28 hours of D&D for you two as well.
I don't want to spoil nothing, but it was fucking terrible, okay? I don't think I've been more stressed out than a lot of things. Like playing a video game. Really stressed out. It was like...
I am going to take you guys back to the dashboard, and then I am going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
All right, I think you guys are back in the dashboard.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
All right, I will answer all game-related questions sometime later in this today. Because I gotta run a game at 9 p.m. tonight. So.
Later, guys. Thanks for playing.
Hey, good luck with your game. Bye.
Sleep well, Crash. Sleep well, Zach.
All right.
Bye.
All right.